The Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202, featuring Opie, Anthony, and James Norton.
Shut up!
Opie.
I'm scum because I'm a shapely European blonde.
Anthony.
Jesus, we are just whores.
James Norton.
Look at this face. How do you not love it and want to kiss it?
E-Rock.
Sex Bagel here on the radio with you.
Sex Bagel. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
And Sex Bagel gets hit with poker chips.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I am Asmith. I am Asmith.
I was only joking.
I am open.
Oh. We might be a little loud.
It was a little loud.
We're trying to wake everyone up a little softer lately. It was loud. It's time to wake up.
It's going to scare everyone. You got to lean over and just go, wake up. Wakey, wakey. Well, here we are. Hi.
What do you envision when you talk to these fine folks out there? A lot of people waking up right now. They're hitting their alarms. They're hitting the snooze. They're turning down the volume just a little bit. They start their days with the Opie and Anthony Show. What do you envision, Anthony? They're in their beds right now.
It's very dark. And they just turn us immediately off.
You think?
Yeah. You don't turn it down when your alarm goes off. You have to just shut it off. Then when you get up, maybe go into the bathroom and get ready. Everyone's got a radio in the bathroom, right?
You know, the average American wakes at 6:30 a.m.
Oh, a little average American trivia.
That's right.
Is it Average American Trivia Thursday?
Might as well be.
Well, why not?
Give us a call, 1-866-3133. What the hell? Like we have something else to do today.
We'll do some hack morning show bit.
That means we could kind of call it in for 28 more minutes.
Yeah,
most people aren't even awake yet. They set their alarms for 6:30.
We learned that just minutes ago.
We wake a lot of people up is what I'm getting at. And you wake up a lot of single guys living in their basements of their parents' house. You're waking
Overweight.
up. You're waking up the young couples, a few older couples, lonely guys in general. And then I envision that we're also waking up a serial killer somewhere.
Well, we can only dream. Hopefully that he's a fan enough to leave our names or a bumper sticker on one of his victims.
We like to think that it's all nicey nice and that we're entertaining America and all the nice people, but we're entertaining a creep out there somewhere. Some horrific individuals waking up to our voices right now.
You think it's going to just be like you said, nice people getting ready to go to work, and for the most part, sure, that's what it is. But
the 9 to 5ers.
There's one or two out there that have choked a hooker or
trying to figure out what tie to wear. No, it's not just that. We're waking up some horrific people as well.
Someone that for years just wakes up, head in their hands, crying, thinking about what he did 20 years ago. Can't get over it. Why?
Wondering if today's the day he gets to knock on the door and they figure out the crime.
They found the DNA.
Right.
Found a piece of hair and some cold case files. Been working on this 24 hours a day for 5 years.
5 years. He realized at the crime scene that he had gloves on and everything, but he scratched his head really fast.
Everything.
He knows he dropped a hair or two.
I know I felt a scratch on my neck, and I believe there was some DNA under her fingernails.
Every day he's just looking at the cars go by his house, wondering if they're slowing down because they're taking a look at him.
And now he knows he's screwed because this show's on to him.
Right.
It's like, if Opie and Anthony are on to me, the police are knocking on my door at any minute.
Oh, we're on to you, that's for sure.
We're on to you right now.
Yes. Well, it's the Opie and Anthony Show, the ONA virus spreading across America. I'm a little tired today,
What happened?
I had to hang out. Not had to. I got to get that negative crap out of my vocabulary.
I was only joking.
I was hanging out with my nephew Carson yesterday and my sister-in-law, and we had a good time.
Carson.
But we spent like 5 hours in Times Square.
Holy Jesus.
5 hours in Times Square.
Did you, what is he, 9 years old?
He's going to be, yeah.
Did you set him up in front of the black Jews that do nothing but yell at white people. That's what I would have done. The Israelites.
The Israelites.
Oh, my God, are they angry black people?
Oh, they're the greatest.
They're angry black people. They say that they are the true tribe of Israel, and all they do is stand there and berate white people.
Scare the hell
call
out of
them
white.
the devil, and yeah, it's just really some of the most hardcore racist crap you'll ever hear in your life. And it's funny because, yeah, Times Square is a tourist. That's where the tourists go. So there are children walking by, and these people are just yelling about the devil and how we've stolen everything and we're going to burn in hell and they are the only true religion. And
I know what
little kids.
know what's silly about that? So you got that going on, and a half a block up, you got a naked cowboy playing guitar.
The naked cowboy.
Yeah, and you have
the black guy painted like a statue that just stands there for a half hour and then moves his arm and scares people.
Oh, you want to see how quick they can move? Reach for his money.
Yeah, reach for his money bucket.
Not even in a joking fashion, because some people do that, like, oh, watch me. I'm going to try and take some of the money out of the bucket.
I'm going to make a move.
No, take the bucket and run,
Yeah.
and you'll see statue guy turn into human being guy that wants his money back.
Very fast gentleman.
No, but naked cowboy in his stupid underpants, taking pictures with all the fat housewives from across America.
Got to wear 3 pairs of underpants because he was wearing 1 pair, and the police said it was too. He was showing off.
Too see-through?
Yeah.
Too see-through-ish?
He was showing off.
Yeah, but and they just lose their minds as they're getting their pictures taken with him.
It's the naked cowboy.
We've had him on our show. He's a zero.
He's a bore.
He really is a bore.
I used to work at Viacom doing the MTV stuff, or VH1. Me and Floor Team were doing something, and the Black Israelites were outside the building.
They're right there, yeah.
Yep.
And it was great because I was smoking back then, so when I'd go out for cigarettes or lunch, I used to love to stand there and watch them and just smile and nod at like whenever they were.
Like you agreed?
Oh, I couldn't get enough of it. There was never heard wisdom like they were saying.
Wisdom.
Nothing annoys them more than a smiling, happy white face. Just
Oh,
nodding.
yeah, nodding.
Good point.
Because their whole job is just to aggravate every white person that walks by.
Oh, yeah, they just want you to hate them.
Well, they're getting rid of most of that stuff in Times Square. They're really pushing everything out. I mean, it is.
Even that?
They're trying. You don't get the you don't get the tortured ching-chongs anymore.
Oh,
in Times Square.
The Falun Gong.
The Falun Gong crew.
Falun Gong. Yeah, they've taken up base downtown a little bit more.
I don't understand. They get tortured for doing yoga in China. Like, I don't. And don't call. I don't really care.
Who really
I've been trying
does?
to figure it out on my own because
No
you know
one cares.
You walk around New York City and you pass these people and they're in like jail cells and they got fake injuries on them and they look like they're suffering and you're
They put them in like these bamboo cells,
Right.
and carry them around, and they put like makeup on themselves to look like they've been beaten.
Yeah.
And they go, "This is what is happening in China to Falun Gong."
So then I'm thinking Falun Gong must be some political party or something, and maybe it is. And like I said, don't call. I don't care.
It is.
But then you read a little bit, and it has something to do with yoga. So you go,
Some type
well,
of
then
yoga.
just stop doing yoga.
Just
if
stop
this is
it
going to
already.
happen to you, that's all I know. Just stop.
You've got a
Stop with
government over there
the
that's
backward dog or whatever the hell it's called.
all powerful.
I don't.
Stop doing the Warrior One pose.
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
what?
They don't like that in China. They'll beat you for it.
You know what you tell the Falun Gong people? Go just find out about their cause and go, well, look, where can I donate to the Chinese government?
Yeah, I really like what they're doing. So they've taken up base somewhere else, but it's always gotten me. It's like, why in New York? I mean, there are people working here on a daily basis. Does everybody have to come here to protest? Protest in your own country. Show some real bravery. Do that old stand in front of the tank scam in Tiananmen Square like that one guy did. Be a hero.
One brave guy.
Where's he, by the way?
Oh,
Where is he when the cameras got shut off?
oh, he's missing a foot. I guarantee
At the
it.
very least, at some labor camp somewhere.
And he held up his arm, so you can imagine those are gone too.
Yeah. Anything he used to block the tank is gone.
Yeah.
Just his head.
Yeah, he lost a foot and 2 arms. That's what they do in that country. So I'm in Times Square checking out all this stuff, and I'm at the M&M shop. Have you been to the M&M shop in Times Square?
Is it the candy or the wrapper that they're paying tribute to?
Oh,
that?
the
I have
candy.
no idea.
The candy there, yeah.
It's the M&M shop, huh?
If you ever go to Times Square, if you ever get to New York City, go to the M&M shop. You'll have a ball.
What's going on there?
Every color of M&M you could imagine.
Ooh.
And big, huge tubes, and then you just and fill up your little baggie.
Sounds unsanitary.
How is it unsanitary? You can't get into the tubes. You have to
can't?
pull the lever, and then the M&Ms fall out into your bag.
Okay. I thought it was
there's
like
no
some
touching
kind
of the M&Ms.
grabbing of the M&Ms. Oh, okay.
So we're like killing some time in there.
I'm into that.
And it's leading to my BlackBerry going off. I got a communique from
Urgent?
our own John Minnelli, program director of Free FM here in New York City.
We've been beating up on John pretty good past few days
Yeah.
because he beats up on us through emails.
Yeah. We have like a love-hate relationship with him right now. I think he respects us. We respect him definitely, but we're not really connecting right now whatsoever.
Yeah.
And we know we just have to follow our hearts. But the emails are getting really, really funny. Because yesterday we're like, look, you got to tell us what's good about the show. Enough with what's bad about the show. Anthony and I know what's bad about the show before anyone else tells us. I would like to know some of the things that are working.
Some things that are working, so not so we could do them 20 times exactly like we did them, but get the basic gist of what's subject matter, the presentation of it, things that work. That way we can build off of that.
Sure.
That's it.
So
We don't need our asses kissed. That's not what it's about. It's about telling us what's working so we can continue on that road.
So you got the email in front of you. The setup. Tom Chiasano came in here yesterday with his braces and bored the hell out of everybody with his Van Halen knowledge. Which, by the way, now I'm hearing he was wrong and I was right. Now, according to Steve, one of his buddies at SoundScan or Polestar or one of those organizations.
One of Steve's buddies, though.
Steve, really fast.
It's good friend.
What's the latest info on the Van Halen thing that Tom and I argued for seemed like an hour yesterday?
It was about
2 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Tom was wrong.
Well,
They didn't have a very accurate track of album sales back in the 70s and 80s, and according to SoundScan, Roth sold just over 5 million. Hagar sold closer to 7 million.
now,
All right, here's
that's
the problem.
because it was inaccurate.
Because my buddy taught me about stats.
Ah,
As soon as you said that they didn't have, good keeping of the stats.
yeah, with SoundScan back then, what does that mean? It means that he could have sold more.
Yeah.
Could have, but according to actual records that people have taken.
Actual records through SoundScan.
Doesn't he have 2 in the top 10 of all time, Roth?
Yes. Yeah. Van Halen, the first album, and 1984 are in the top albums of all time.
Then how could he just sold 5 billion albums?
This is since they've been keeping track.
No,
No.
not buying it.
Yeah, now I don't know what to think.
How could 2 of the top selling albums of all time equal less than 7 million?
It just does. I don't know.
How could that happen?
Just sing, Steve.
All right.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
He's only joking.
Forget it. It's not worth really getting into. We're still just trying to figure out who sold more records, David Roth and Van Halen or Sammy Hagar.
This explains it. The info that we just heard from Steve, it's from information he got off of Break.com. Because he believes everything he watches on Break and YouTube and all those other sites. You cannot find a fake video as far as Steve's concerned. Nothing's ever staged. They're all real.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
He still believes in the Blair Witch, by the way.
Oh, anything.
Right?
Wonderful
Steve?
documentary.
Shaky camera.
It's a wonderful documentary.
Tilts to bed.
For those.
The shaky
That woman
camera.
crying.
Yeah, the shaky camera proves it.
Exactly.
Does it? So we had Tom in here, and I said, let's see John Minnelli, critique Tom Chiasano.
Tom's appearance.
And his appearance on the Opie and Anthony show. So without further ado, here is the email from John Minnelli after yesterday's show.
This was it. Greg. CC'd with me, but Greg.
Hi, Greg.
You were wondering if I would say anything about Tom's visit this morning. Obviously, what Opie just talked about. Actually, when I started here, I admitted to him that I told you when you first came here that I thought you should keep his visits to a minimum. Reason being, 1, he's closely associated with Howard Stern. 2, he usually came with bad news for the show. John. P.S.
Here's the P.S. Listen to this P.S.
I think Simon, apparently implying that Seacrest is gay, is almost akin to a contestant taking a knife to Simon. So I'm glad you talked about Idol.
See, he's referring to an other email. That's what would
Yeah.
make Idol, interesting
Someone
to
took
talk
a
about.
knife to
Right.
Simon. And I thought it was very entertaining. I also loved Boardroom Jimmy. Who doesn't? That's just fantastic. And Anthony's riff on poker players. I guess how I was talking about how they all would rather look like professional poker players than actually know how to play the game.
Yeah.
Or concentrate on the game. And then his last sentence, really liked the foot fetish segment too.
That's why I wanted to read this email.
Yeah. All right, John.
So I wrote
Nice.
I wrote back to John. Who knew that John Manelli liked feet?
He's got that foot fetish.
Good old John Manelli
I
likes
like the
feet.
segment.
Why? He said, I really liked.
Really like. Saved it for last.
Yeah.
That's like the end as on the credits. Come on.
Basically, he can't help himself. He's got to talk about feet.
Talk about feet.
Thank God they're talking about feet,
Love
because
those
that
feet.
means I can talk about feet.
Really liked the foot fetish segment. Really did.
Boy, did that give me a visual last night.
I would suggest you guys do a foot fetish Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You think he sucks on feet while wearing that tie of his?
Not only on the feet, but on the feet of a prostitute.
Oh,
You think?
a dead one.
wearing a Clark Gable dinner jacket, whatever the hell he bought. Gary Cooper, who did he?
Red buttons.
He bought some dead guy's dinner jacket. We know that much.
William Frawley. They actually opened a coffin and took it off William Frawley.
Hey, Rick.
He walks around with a dead guy jacket that he's
Dead guy
very
jacket.
that he's very proud of.
Whose was it? Do you remember?
I want to say Spencer Tracy.
No,
No.
I think it was Gary Cooper.
Was it Gary Cooper?
I'm going to go with Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper.
Maybe we should listen when he tells us these interesting stories.
Cary Grant?
Cary Grant.
I think,
Sure, why
I get
not?
those two
I
confused.
think Spencer Tracy. I don't know
Spencer
why.
Tracy?
Spencer Tracy.
I would have remembered that.
I don't know. It was a famous
Maybe.
guy.
So he's leaning over, he's caressing the foot, and he's sucking on the toes, and
Oh.
that awful tie of his is getting in the way.
He's nude, wearing nothing but an awful sports coat and that tie, sucking the toes of an African American, only African American, because prostitute of questionable gender.
See, we got to talk about feet all day now for
is
John
that
Manelli.
horrible?
Just so he can like us. Maybe we'll have girls call up and just talk about their feet all day long.
Really liked that segment.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wrote. I really like the segment on feet.
Oh, John, I'll take a shower. Oh, that won't be necessary.
No.
Ooh, a toe jam.
Keep them a little dirty.
You think he gives a little pedicures? Like he has a little pedicure set just waiting
give
waiting
you a
on his
pedicure.
nightstand for that special night?
No, he carries around a little baggie full of cotton balls and things of that ilk in his pocket.
To put between the toes as he paints the nails.
Slowly.
P.S. Please keep your feet a little dirty. I like him that way. He just corresponds through emails, like with everybody. So he's got to do it with his female friends that he's got the foot fetishes with.
Oh, wow.
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy went...
Oh, what a...
Sometimes I'm a bad boy, yeah.
yeah.
Ah, that's right.
Likes to be whipped. His back probably looks like Denzel in Glory. Dirty John.
Go look at his computer, huh? Do a search, just feet.jpg. See how many hits you get.
Let's say hi to Rick in Michigan. Hey, Rick.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Rick. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I was just calling about your guys' little comment about New York and the whole, White Devils and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just visited there, and I didn't experience any of them or the statue guy, but about 2 seconds on the Times Square with my mom, we got approached to buy some cocaine.
Wow, in Times Square?
What year was this?
Huh?
What year?
What was they doing there?
No. What year was this?
Oh, this was last week, man.
Oh, last week. Okay, because back in the day, that was normal.
Business as usual.
You couldn't even go a block back in the day.
You still get it in some of the places. You go downtown, you'll still get a few guys approach you.
Yeah.
He looked more successful than me. That's the part that sucked the most.
He was. A lucrative drug business. What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I'm a machine operator.
Say, sell drugs, my friend.
Well, Aunt and I are looking for some new drug mules. If you want to apply.
A mule.
I've done that before.
Oh, have you?
Now I'm doing the whole trying to be a member of society and work.
Going legit.
All right.
What are you working on? A Bridgeport?
Huh?
What are you working on? The Bridgeport?
The what?
I thought you were a machinist.
Yeah, I paint bolts all day. It's not a good existence.
Knows nothing.
I know, you're really
machinist.
really awful. Awful caller. Awful caller. Thank you, Rick.
Put him on the stamping machine. Blindfolded.
All right, we got lots to do.
The jacket, by the way, this just in.
Gary Cooper.
James Cagney's jacket,
James
my friend.
Cagney.
You dirty rat, you sucked her feet.
He's got dead guy jacket.
Dead guy jacket.
Creepy.
James Cagney. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. That guy.
Why James Cagney?
Because that was the only jacket he could get.
I'm sure he'll let me know in an email.
It's like some type of, like a tweed jacket, I think, isn't it? Isn't it tweed?
It's very tweedy.
Tweed went out when, pretty much when World War II ended.
Yeah.
I think everyone gave up their tweed.
All right, here's the deal. We got Boardroom Jimmy making an appearance today. We have Roland stopping by to play Hollywood Oscars Password.
Want to hear that?
We also have the brand new Hallmark cards. Travis went to a little card store yesterday and picked up the brand new Hallmark cards. You've heard about these, right?
No.
You know, they decide to have a few more subjects.
Oh, a few more subjects on their cards?
You know,
they're not selling enough during every holiday and the addition of holidays and birthdays and
Secretary Day. You got the Valentine's Day, birthdays, right? Sure, anniversary cards, all that, right? Well, new Hallmark cards deal with miscarriages. That's right.
Stop
you
it.
could get a card for someone that had a miscarriage.
Stop it.
For cancer.
Stop.
And for being gay.
There's a card for being gay.
And Travis picked out some of the better ones. I got them in front of me. We'll have to read these.
You got quite a few.
Oh, my God, look.
He picked them out, out of his drawer at home.
So
wow.
Yeah, we got a lot
subject
to do.
matter.
Also, we got the audio we asked for yesterday, some audio of Jackie the Knife Girl.
Ooh,
a little taste for the people that have never heard this.
Girl that likes having knives dragged across her nude body.
And it leaves nice scratches.
Yeah, little scratches.
No blood, just some scratches.
Just enough.
Because the knives are really, really sharp. The sharper the better for her, and it makes her moan really, really loud.
Just gently hold onto the handle and drag it across her body, and she moans and loves it, and it leaves little scratches on her.
And if you don't feel like waiting for the audio, I don't blame you. Go to opieandanthony.com. The video is up there.
I don't blame you.
And we're going to try to get that video up on some of the big video sites, see if it could go viral. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading.
Opie and Anthony!
Right back into it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Phone number 1-866-313-FREE. We have Penn in New Jersey. What's up, Penn?
Good morning, you funny MFer, Mr. Norton.
Hi.
Oh.
Good morning, O&A.
What's up, Penn?
And I got something you guys can think about for the rest of the day. My big toe.
What's wrong with your big toe? We want girls to call about their feet, not guys.
What the hell are you
You
doing?
don't want to hear about my ingrown toenail with the moist pus and dry blood that I get stuck to my sock every day? I got to pull it off and pick it.
Yeah.
You got to drain your big toe every morning?
Every morning for about 3 months. Not every morning, every day, every night. Going through the day, sticking to my sock.
Why don't you have that tended to?
I don't have the time.
You don't have the time. You're not going to have the toe.
I listen to you guys 24/7.
That thing is going to get infected. They're going to lop it off.
I let my dog lick it. It gets clean.
All right, thank you, Penn.
That's
We found out John Manelli, the program director, he loves feet stories.
Yes.
Foot stories, whatever.
It was in an email.
He likes the foot fetish thing.
I really liked the foot fetish.
So we really need girls to call up today and talk about their feet for Mr. Manelli, okay?
Right.
You want to pick a Hallmark card here?
Pick a card, any card.
We got about 10 of them today, but if you haven't heard, these are the new Hallmark cards. I swear, this sounds like a radio bit, like, a Morning Zoo would do. Well, no, they wouldn't get this outrageous, where you write silly cards, but these are real cards from the drugstore. We've become a very touchy-feely society. Certain things are best kept behind closed doors in private, just to, maybe the family and friends can deal with it, but not with a Hallmark. How impersonal. If you want to send a note to somebody with an affliction or that it just had some kind of adversity in their life, wouldn't you handwrite a note? Or at the very least, in another cold, cruel, insensitive manner. Text message?
Text message or something. Like, Hallmark cards, any kind of cards, they've always been a little odd to me that you're taking someone else's words, and people have, done bits on this and stuff, taking other people's words, and then you pick out one that kind of is similar to your situation and give it to them. And then when people read the card, they go, oh, that's beautiful. And they look at you like you wrote it. Obviously you didn't. Some poet wrote it. Well,
yeah. we just got past Valentine's Day, and that's what everyone does. You go up and down like, this one says it all for me. This says it for me right here.
But that's also the people that did a little advanced planning. Now, I'm admittedly one of the worst people with cards. I don't give cards to anybody. I just don't remember.
Mommies and girlfriends love cards.
You know something? Me and my girlfriend have made a little arrangement about the card thing. If we remember, if it's convenient for us, we'll do it. If not, we don't, and neither one really, we don't care about that. Relatives, I don't know. I assume they would like to get a card from me. They don't. There have been times where I've had to run into a store, 0 hour, and look through a ravaged card rack of nothing but crumpled envelopes and 1 or 2 cards where I've had to go to the Ebony collection and give my mother say, Mama, thank you for raising me without a daddy around, and it's got the loving couple. I remember giving one to a girlfriend years ago where it had the loving black couple with the big natural afros. It's like, yeah, baby. I think the front said, yeah, baby. And you open it up, and it was, some kind of thing for an ethnic couple.
Yeah.
But it was all that was left. I'm very bad with cards.
I go Spanish when I'm...
You do the Spanish?
Yeah. I figured, I'm being silly, not lazy.
Very goofy. I used to do gimmicky things like with my mother for her birthday. I would get her a bunch of cards that added up to her age, but they were like for 1 year old and 3-year-olds. And like I'd get a bunch of those and sign them like with my left hand, holding it like a brick and just write like, to my mommy.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, that's adorable.
Well, don't
make a disgusted face. I love my mommy.
I know you do, but just the adding up.
Well, yeah, I had to add up all they had to figure out mathematically, or it's not funny. Well, it's not funny anyway.
Well, now you have a lot more reasons to get cards for all these things that are happening in your world. And I brought up the Valentine's Day thing where you're looking and, everyone does this, and you find one that kind of says it for you, right?
Yeah.
Using that same philosophy, you have, like, let's say, a friend that's losing their hair because of cancer treatment. Are you going up and down that section and going, oh, this one right here says it all?
This one's perfect.
The one above it doesn't quite hit it quite right.
Do you get, like, because I know I do this, do you get the serious you have cancer card and then the funny you have cancer card? Because I know I usually like to get both for birthdays. You get your girlfriend the nice sweet card, and then you get the funny one that maybe has a little sexual innuendo there.
Hey, if you want to buy a cancer card, God bless you. But how much money does Hallmark need? I think Anthony said it right. You get a blank card and you write some nice little personal note in there if you really want to go down that road.
Man, for something as sensitive as things that these cards that you're holding over there cover, perhaps a handwritten note.
Yeah.
And to be delivered with some cookies and maybe a pat on the back and a kiss on the cheek.
Or a bucket for them to throw up in, or a hat or a wig.
We got like 5 or 6 different topics here.
Or an offer on their crib.
But here's the one we were talking about. Hair loss during cancer treatment.
It's inappropriate.
Hair loss during cancer treatment.
Okay.
So you got a buddy. I'm trying to move on.
I know you are.
A coupon for room repainting.
I'm just trying to save our jobs. Let's move on.
It's Hallmark's fault.
It is Hallmark's fault. All right, so you got someone that's going through cancer treatment. They're losing their hair. This is an actual card. We did not write this. You could go to your local card store and find this exact card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The front of the card, very orangey. Kind of.
Much like the color of your skin.
Kind of orangey. Kind of like big fingerprint orangey.
Yeah, it's a little textured type.
Textured orangey card. Sure. And it says on the front, no one said it would be easy to lose your hair. But knowing you'll find a way to turn this situation around and use it as a badge of honor. A sign to the world that your treatments are working.
There you go.
Then you open it up and it says, and when this is all behind you and your hair grows back, you'll be able to say with assurance that every day is a good hair day.
When your hair grows back, when this is behind you and your hair grows back, your nails will be growing too. That'll be the only things that are moving on you. Because it's not going well. ... Sorry.
Permanent.
Yeah.
Bedhead.
Let's go to Jeff the trucker. Jeff, what's up?
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
A couple of weeks ago, my parents' collie died, and my wife came home with a dead dog card, and I couldn't believe it. I shook my head and walked away.
They had a dead dog card?
You could get a dead dog card?
Dead dog card. Hi, I'm Casey Kasem.
It was a sympathy card.
Can you read it to us?
I don't have it. It's already mailed.
Oh.
I just saw it and laughed. I couldn't believe it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Alicia in Michigan. Alicia, what's up?
Hi.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi.
Yeah. You guys wanted me to call in about, like, feet or whatever?
Or whatever? Yeah.
Well, yeah. Our program director loved the section yesterday on foot fetish.
On foot fetishes. Why don't you describe yourself a little bit?
Okay, well, I kind of have a foot fetish myself. But anyways, I got really pretty feet. The only problem is they're really huge. Ooh. I wear, like, a size 11 in guys.
That's not...
But you sound like you're kind of petite.
Yeah, I'm like 5'9", and I have these huge feet, and it's like really hard for you to find dress shoes because for like a chick in dress shoes, it's like an extra whole size larger. So then it's like I gotta go to Payless, so for size 12 women's high heel shoes, it's really bad.
Wow.
Wait, are you heavy?
No, actually, I'm not.
That's pretty sexy, actually. I don't mind a girl with big feet if she's not.
If she's big. If she was 5'2", you'd just look like a duck.
You want her to look like Big Bird?
No.
I look like a clown, man. Walk around with big old
clown shoes. Yeah, just get big clown shoes that explode. Have fireworks in the front.
Mad Magazine feet. You ever see Mad Magazine?
Yeah.
Feet all bend.
They bend. What? So, how old a girl are you?
I'm 24.
24, so you stopped growing, thank goodness. And are you all proportioned?
Yeah.
Your upper half and your lower half and your feet?
Yeah.
Man.
Wow, and you have a foot fetish? You go with guys that have foot fetishes and like your big feet?
No.
No? You don't? What, guys don't like your big feet? Or are you a lesbian?
My boyfriend does. He thinks it's kind of funny. He picks on me all the time, but he says if I ever needed to put a boot in his ass, I'd be the one to do it.
Well, big feet joke.
Yeah.
Are they like nice? Are they smooth?
Yeah, they're nice and smooth and everything, and I paint my toenails black, so yeah.
With a big roller.
No hair on
Hey, what do you like about feet?
What do I like about feet?
Yeah, why the foot fetish? We're trying to learn what that's all about.
We're trying to learn about our program director.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, because I learned, like, I use some massage people and stuff, that all your nerves in your body is, like, actually all on your feet. But when you rub somebody's foot, you're actually, like, making their whole body feel kind of better. It's kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never bought into that whole thing.
Reflexology, right? You mean?
All right. All right, Alicia, that's about all we're going to get from you today. We got a couple laughs in, so we're going to move on.
Okay.
Thank you, Alicia. We appreciate it.
Yep.
You ever buy into that whole thing? Because I've seen the charts where it's like you're all these nerves, and they show they show in the arch there's a big little a square dotted line, and it says liver. It's like touch here and make your liver better, or touch here for your head or ears. Right below the toe, that's for your ears. How about just rubbing your ears? You know where my sensitive area is? It's right there on my...
And that makes my brain very, very happy.
Right at the end of it.
Know why I don't buy into all that crap? Because let's say you're just on the couch messing around with your girl's feet, giving her a little foot massage. You could be doing all sorts of damage.
Right? You don't know.
You don't know.
I'm no professional. What did I do?
Right.
I just screwed up her liver and her kidneys.
Right. One of her kidneys shut down. I was just trying to give her a foot massage. That's why I don't buy, because I've seen those charts too, and it's like, behind the little toe, it takes care of the pancreas and this and that.
Yeah, pancreas.
It's like, what if you're just messing with the little toe? Are you shutting down that organ? Are you helping it?
Screwed it up.
Are you helping it too much?
You made it go into overdrive. Foot massage.
Yeah, all right.
No foot massage. You give a man a foot massage.
All right, pick another card, Jimmy.
Throw you out the window.
Pick another card from Hallmark, the new Hallmark card.
There you go. Pick a card.
All right, Jimmy.
What did you choose, Jim?
Of course you chose that one.
It looks like a lovely card. The front of it has
it looks
a little picture. It's it's a very silhouette, very artistic photo of a child on a swing. And the child is swinging forward. You can't really see the child because the child's kind of in silhouette. And there's the sun is kind of right in front of the child. That's why the child is silhouetted. So there's this bright white light. I bet I know what this card's for.
Of course you did.
And
there's a reason you can't see the child.
Is swinging.
He's swinging
into
heaven.
the light.
Into the light.
Well, it's a
He's in heaven, and
Carol Ann.
She's on a swing. Go ahead.
It's to parent. This is the little post-it that somebody wrote to sum up with the card. Is to parent dealing with troubled child.
Troubled child.
Troubled.
Oh, okay.
And it says, children bring us a lot of joy, but sometimes they bring heartache too.
Oh.
When you open the card, I care so much about you and your family. I'm thinking about you and hoping things will get better.
What an insult. What an insulting card. What a busybody, mind your own goddamn business card. Your kid has to really screw up if you get a card like that.
No kidding.
That isn't like you got a C in math card and you send the troubled child. That's your kid is in jail.
Or your kid's 15, you haven't seen her in 3 or 4 weeks. When she does show up, she's on crystal meth.
Crystal meth, just
and introducing you to her new boyfriend, Tyrone.
Like that's the card you get if you walked in on your daughter in that scene in Traffic.
Oh, man, don't get me
That's pretty much.
You know I love that
card.
scene. You know I love that
Oh, that's
scene.
a horrible scene. That is a horrible, horrible scene. When Michael Douglas, right?
He's right at the door.
He's at the door. He walks in and just sees that a black drug dealer guy going at his little girl.
What did he do in that
And
scene?
she's all drugged up.
I don't know if he ever saw them actually having sex. That was the beauty of the scene.
Well, he came to the door.
He was at the door.
Yeah.
The black dude, the really black
he heard
dude.
it.
They made sure he was a really black dude, by the way. You know, Hollywood knows how to fool around with that stuff.
Ah, yeah.
And the really black dude is talking to Michael Douglas at the door. He's looking for his daughter.
Get out of here.
And little does Michael Douglas know is that right in the next room is his very white daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Completely naked in a drug haze.
She had just gotten
just railed by the very, very, very black guy.
Black drug dealer guy.
Yeah. All right.
But that's when you send that card.
Please. You're so right. Who would send that card?
Who would send that card? You'd be a busybody, unless it was so blatant and obvious, like it's in the newspaper that your kid's in jail for plowing over school children drunk.
All right, Anthony,
maybe.
Pick a card from Hallmark.
I'll go with the blue one here.
All right, Anthony picked, these are the new Hallmark cards.
Thought I was safe with the blue one.
No, you're not safe with any of these.
Should have been pink.
Oh, I see which one you picked.
I should have known if you would have stuck all these colors out the... See, one side is blue, and I thought it was basic blue. If you would have stuck this side out, I'd have had a little more indication as to what this card is about.
And it's spelled blue, B-L-E-W.
Yes, it is. It's from the Robert Reed collection. Well, this one, obviously, being gay.
Oh.
How? One of the most difficult things we can do is to show our true selves to the world. Yet, you found the courage to say, this is who I am. Open it up. Smells. There's no telling what changes will follow, but living with the strength that comes from being everything you are brings its own rewards, and you deserve all of them.
Not certain of the changes that will follow.
Yeah. Rapid weight loss.
Yeah. You lose your friends and you're going to lose weight.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
You're going to need the card that Opie read.
Oh, my God.
Once this sarcoma kicks in.
It should be one of those pop-up cards, like you open it, and it's a closet with a person tipping out of it.
An angry dad shaking his fist. A crying mom.
Yes.
A pop-up card.
It's a young lad leaving home. His father screaming at him out the window.
You get that card with the real estate section.
A pop-up card. That would be hysterical. The closet opens. The guy tips out of it, and it's all in one nice motion as you open the card. The real effeminate guy tips out of the closet as Dad shakes his fist, and Mom holds her hands up to her eyes and shakes uncontrollably while she weeps, hoping for that grandchild she'll never have.
All right, we got
that's a good one. That's a hot one. Give this one to Travis.
Let me see. Wow. All right. Some great phone calls coming in. A lot of girls calling in with their feet.
Oh.
With their feet. And we got more Hallmark cards on the way.
Yes.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
What's up, effers? You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show. Tell a friend, will you? It's the O&A virus spreading across America. We're in the middle of talking about these new Hallmark greeting cards for some twisted things that happen to you and your loved one.
Yeah, just some tragic events or just lifestyle issues.
Anthony nailed it, too. If you're going to get in one of these touchy sex, get a card that's blank inside and write a little note.
Some stationery.
But you need
buy some stationery.
But you need Hallmark to find the words to show your sympathy because your friend has cancer.
It's kind of a cop-out.
Oh, the cancer section. Nah, this one doesn't quite do it.
How big is that, too? It's not like Mother's Day, that section, where it's real big. Sure, it's just like a little section.
It's hiding.
One card.
It's hiding in the shadows.
Yeah. Are those cards all together under like some kind of special? Who bought them all?
You know, that's Travis? What we got to figure out. Where are the cancer cards? What are the cards right next to the cancer cards?
Is it the gay card? Are they all like special interest cards all in one?
Gay cards
together?
Right next to happy cancer anniversary.
Card, yeah.
Miscarriage cards right next to you're expecting.
Well, you don't want the right miscarriage card next to the one first year card.
Right.
The card that's shaped like the number 1 with a candle on it.
Dude, can we go down to the store and rearrange the cards? I want the miscarriage cards right next to the birthday cards announcing that your
first
kid's
birthday. Oh, that's horrid. Travi?
Yes. Hold on.
I was only joking.
See, now it's only joking. See, now it's okay.
I was only joking.
See, now it's okay.
I was only joking.
See, now it's okay.
I was only joking.
See, now it's okay.
Still.
Yeah. What's up, Travis?
Travis?
Yes.
These cards now, where were they?
They were in a
cards.
section all by themselves.
All by themselves.
Yes.
And were they prominently displayed?
No, they were actually in the back of the store.
In the back of the store,
because they don't want
tucked away.
They don't want these cards creeping anyone out.
Yeah, it's
You ever go
supposed
to
to be happy stuff when you're buying cards.
You ever go to the back of a store to like the far corner and see the crap they got there?
Garbage they haven't been able to get rid of.
If you know anything about marketing, all the really good stuff is right there when you enter a store.
Yeah.
But if you want to have fun, go to the back of these stores and look in the far corners.
I saw a show once where they were talking about supermarkets, and you don't even realize how cutthroat that business is. The guys that supply like Del Monte and the name brand groceries, they will fight with other people for shelf space that's at eye level.
Mm-hmm.
The eye level shelf space, that's your prime real estate in supermarkets. And there have been like payola issues in supermarkets where the suppliers actually kick back money to the supermarket to have that placement.
Where's
that
the
good
John?
placement?
Where's the John Jeff section?
Oh,
way low.
That's
The lowest shelf.
That's like the lowest shelf. That's real thin too. It's like only like 6 inches high, so you can't even see it. Never mind reach for it. It's like where the Goya beans are.
And we don't feel like explaining the John Jeff thing today.
On the floor.
We'll explain on another day for the newbies.
Yeah, how do you find a card? I'm sorry your son is gay and the host of an awful show.
That's going to be
Enjoy
right
your
Hallmark.
trip to Thailand.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Inbred in Ohio. Inbred.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, Inbred?
Hey, instead of a card for the gays, how about a singing telegram? You have AIDS.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS. You got the AIDS. You may have caught it when you stuck that filthy needle in here. Or maybe all that unprotected sex put you here. It isn't clear, but what we're certain of is you have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. Be sure that you see that this is not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. Not HIV, but really full-blown AIDS.
I'm sorry, I wish it was something less serious.
But it's AIDS. You've got the AIDS.
All right.
A fantastic song.
I love that one. Jimmy, you want to pick another card? These are the brand new Hallmark cards.
Oh, I don't know.
Real cards.
Pick a card, any card.
There you go.
This one can't be good.
These cards are just uncomfortable for everybody.
Well, the cover...
Why would you send this card?
I don't know. Yeah, it should be just personal drop by with some cookies and cake.
Well, certainly not Similac. This is a light purple card.
Mm-hmm. Any picture on the cover? Let me see the cover.
It's like a little dark purple, flower
like
outline.
Outline of a flower with this blue, like almost light at the top where the petals are. Yeah.
And here's what it says. It is difficult for others to understand the depth of the loss we feel. For the
depth.
child.
How about 3 inches of toilet water? How's that for a depth?
I was only joking.
All right, it's okay.
I was only joking.
All right, it's okay.
Oh, they mean by depth, they mean the sorrow. Okay, I'm sorry. I was only joking.
I don't want to read this one. For the depth of the loss we feel for the child who will never be born.
Oh.
You would actually send this card to somebody? Or you send these cards out to
That's
everybody?
horrible. The poor parents are like, going through a tough time, and that's got to come in the mail. Oh, what did I get? A little card? Oh, this might take my mind off of...
Usually when you go to your mailbox and right around your birthday...
Yeah.
Or Christmas, and you see what's obvious, a greeting card, you get more excited inside.
Hey, what's this?
You don't want to open up cards and read this crap.
No.
Well, there's more. It says, it's difficult for others to understand the depth of the loss we feel for a child who will never be born. This is, even those closest to us may wonder why we can't seem to get over it. What lovely friends.
Really? Get over it.
What they don't understand, this is, you open the card and it's like a light turquoise inside. What they don't understand is how we already... Oh.
How we what?
Let's move on from this bit.
That's a good one.
Go ahead, Jimmy. This needs to be read today. What is Hallmark doing? They need money this bad that they got cards like this?
What they don't understand is how we already loved that little one, and love never ends.
Oh, I didn't know it was an audio card. You open it up and it's an audio card?
Yeah, it's the thing of the future. They put a chip in there.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Though the dreams and plans we had must be gently laid to rest, we each must take our own time and in our own way find the strength to let hope be a part of us once again.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay. It's all right now.
If you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
That is twisted.
I was only joking.
No. Oh, my, I tell you something. How did that not go in?
Oh, Jesus. We came up with a new way to use that clip.
Oh, no.
What?
I was only joking.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It's just a joke. Oh, you guys can understand. It's just a joke.
I was only joking.
There you go.
Only joking.
All right. It's fine. Oh, my God. No.
I was only joking.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay. Here it is. The final mix.
No, it's not the final mix. The second, hold on, Ant. Not the final mix. I'll help you. After the drum thing, give it to me.
Okay.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It's just.
Oh, brother.
Look, the point is.
What is the point?
The point
There's
is.
no point to this.
Look, we'll agree to disagree, okay?
All right, let's just agree to disagree.
We'll agree to disagree. We're really pissing off some people right now, and I don't blame them. But the reality is, why? What?
I'm just looking. That's
Okay, well, let's see. All right.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're only joking.
It's just a joke. All right, listen.
Razzle dazzle.
I just want to mix it up a little bit. Sorry. I just want to bring.
You're gonna be okay.
All right, look. Let's.
Hold on. Do I have to direct this? All right, it's gonna go.
All right. Am I in on this one?
Yes, you are.
All right.
Okay.
fired. You're not suspended. You're not on temporary leave. You're fired.
All right, listen. It's all Hallmark's fault. Right. Oh, wait.
I was only joking.
All right.
I was only joking.
It's a joke. It's fine. The point is that Hallmark is the twisted one here.
Can you dig that? I do that you could.
They actually have cards for these these awful things.
All right. How about we pick another?
I don't want to. All right. Well, maybe we should get rid of the other card.
Yeah, that's true. John did want more sound effects.
Well, he got his sound effects. There you go, Johnny boy. All right, can I read this one really fast just to get rid of it?
Get it out of the way? Throw away?
Yeah, get this one out of the way. Throw this one in the garbage with the other one.
Just clear the list.
All right, it says, I have known you in my dreams, little one, and there you will forever be loved, saying goodbye to what might have been, the hopes and dreams that grew more real every day, brings in added sadness in the depth of pain, wishing you gentle comfort for your sorrow. Holy crap. So that ends that subject. There's a card for that, thanks to Hallmark. All right, Anthony.
I got a couple more to choose from. Fantastic.
Listen. Okay, listen. I see the last three here. Okay, listen. No.
Kidding.
All right, listen.
I was only joking.
We really want a lot of listeners to our radio show. But if you're a female, I got a suggestion for you. You might want to go somewhere else for another minute or two. Because the last three are a doozy. Boy, I wonder what the pink card is. Here you go, Ant.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay.
All right. Only joking.
All right, why don't you pick one?
Let me pick a new one.
Thank God we only have three of these Hallmark cards left.
All right. I'm picking this one. Oh, Christ. No.
You picked the pink one.
Why did I have to pick
women. Yeah. Move on. There's nothing to see here right now. Move on. Just move on.
Please leave.
We're telling you to leave.
Kiss my fat ass.
No, we're telling you to leave right now.
All right.
Pink card?
It's a pink card, yes. We'll save the other two for later in the show. Because we can't. All right. This is a real Hallmark card, by the way, because people are writing going, you guys are making these up. No, you could go to your card store and find these exact cards.
This collection is called Journeys. It's encouraging words along life's way.
Okay.
So whether, life does three of those curveballs.
Oh, boy.
No. Do they have one for that? I have them, but they curve. You're a fighter, a survivor, an inspiration.
Oh, no.
And this is kind of ironic. Keep that close to your heart now. And always. Since something else isn't close to your heart anymore. I was only joking.
Is that all the card says?
Yeah, that's it. It's a simple. It obviously is for breast cancer. It's got the pink, very subdued on the pink card. You can see the pink ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
That is the sign of support. Sorry. Can't think of anything funny.
No problem.
Funny just slips by me on this.
Yep. And, my pop-up card idea is just going to go by the wayside.
Yeah, your
The card is very lopsided.
It's not. It's perfectly even, both sides. Look at it closely.
No, man, you can't even put that one on your mantle. It keeps falling over.
You know how you got to give it to the person? Like this.
All right, listen.
Only this part.
right, listen.
Let's leave.
All right, listen.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It's just a joke.
Oh, sorry.
Everything's good now.
I tried to put it back together.
All right, listen.
Half a card.
Oh, God, that is horrible.
Well, we got 2 more cards left.
Have one for crying husband.
We have 2 cards left.
Yes, 2 cards left. Thank God.
That we'll get to after the break.
Oh, damn it.
We also have, hopefully, Boardroom Jimmy checking in today. I don't know if he's going to stop by.
He'll make a brief appearance because that can hurt people's throat.
All right. And we also have Rich Voss and Bonnie. They're going to join the show next. We got we got a little game we're going to be playing with Roland today.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. It could either be great or completely awful, just like Roland.
Look at us doing bits like Preston and Steve.
Yeah, we rule.
We're good.
Oh, that's horrible. You can't.
Oh, my God.
People making up their own cards, and they're really awful.
Yeah, well, it's there's other stuff to do too, but I forgot already. What? What do you got?
This one says,
can we just
sympathy card?
All right.
It says, in deepest sympathy, I'm sorry to hear your daughter, A.
A Negro.
I thought the beep took care of it.
Isn't it?
You open a card, it's a pop-up card. You open it, and there's like a nice suburban house, and a black python just falls out of the daughter's window on the card.
Isn't it an audio card? Don't you have the audio of that card there, Anthony?
Oh.
You might.
Hey, where are the white women at?
No, that ain't it.
That ain't it. Do you have the audio?
Of course I do.
Or the audio card of the card you just read?
You'll do what we tell you to do, you dirty, low-down slut.
It is not a sin to get rid of a dirty stain.
Wasting your time with a black. Huh.
A Negro.
Oh, my God. Anyone else see Jim Carrey doing the David Caruso bit on Letterman? Like 6 months after the whole world did the bit?
Hello, exactly.
Yeah.
How does he get away with that? And everyone's laughing and laughing and laughing like it hasn't been done by pretty much everybody at this point.
Everybody.
I mean, everybody. And he walks onto Letterman with the glasses and does the whole David Caruso one-liner bit.
Yeah, it's pretty hack now.
It's one of the videos that is one of the top videos on, I think, YouTube.
Sweeping the nation.
All right, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Lots to do today, so get us out of here for a bit.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Still to come.
Yeah.
Roland doing Oscar's password. We're going to try something new today.
People are going, Oscar's password? What is? I've never.
Or like the $25,000 pyramid.
It's more like
You're right. It's $25,000 pyramid. I'm sorry, Anthony. You're right. I had the wrong game show.
But even that, it's so revolutionary. That I don't think people even understand what it is yet.
All right. Well, basically, you're right. He's going to pick a movie out of a hat. A movie that is nominated for an Oscar.
Yep.
And then he's going to just use words to describe it, and we got to try to figure out what movie he's talking about.
But that's how he reviews movies.
Now, you might be sitting there going, boring. Yeah, you're right. But with Roland, you're not right.
When you ask Roland to describe a movie that he's seen.
He's so vague all the time.
Yeah, like he sees a movie, and he'll be like, what? How was the movie, Roland? Oh, great. Well, what was great about it? Acting.
Action.
Thrills. Stunts. It's like he's sitting there on the $25,000 pyramid.
Yeah.
Just trying to pass.
So we'll give it a shot. Whatever. The Opie and Anthony Show. Hey, Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Pop quiz, sir. Pop quiz.
Pop quiz.
Some of the words that we like saying on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Neil Bortz.
Very good.
King Cullen.
Good.
Waldbaums.
Waldbaums.
And, oh, Christ, what was the other one?
There's two more. Two more words we love saying on the Opie and Anthony Show.
You got it.
Come on, Jimmy.
100%.
Come on.
Fatso.
Yeah, what are they talking?
Who's mumbling back
I
there?
can hear you guys mumbling.
Gotta be
Trust me,
E-Rock.
we're not that good. That would. Wait, you guys just all right, whatever.
What was my other word? Huh? Oh,
why are you helping him out?
Wow.
Nathaniel.
Yes, it's Nathaniel.
He's a queer.
Queer.
Right.
Hoping to add more words to the list that we like saying.
I think I have one.
You do?
Yes.
All right.
Improv.
No, that's where you're going to be performing over the weekend.
Very good.
In Addison, which is a suburb of Dallas, blah, blah, blah. All weekend long, though, right?
Tonight through Sunday.
They're great down there. They love little Jimmy Norton down there.
It's a great place. There's all like nothing but disgusting massage parlors. I love Dallas. It's filthy.
I've seen Jimmy in Dallas at least 2 times, maybe 3 times.
We're like an alternative couple. Two lonely men getting on a plane.
Got a card for you.
Yeah, I got a card. Here it is,
There.
Jimmy.
Sorry, you're off the air and gay. We gave it to each other. 2003.
What?
Like? Well, we traveled the country together. We were off the air. It was a little depressing. Where's your headphones?
Yeah,
sweetie.
we got Rich Voss and Bonnie in studio here.
Your haircut looks weird. It's not bad. You look bad, but it's
I just got a cut yesterday. We went and had our nails done together, and I got my hair cut. And
who does he look like?
What, me?
Caesar.
Yeah, I bring you news from the north.
It's like Caesar, yeah. You got it. That's
Little
like
attack
the
at
early
noon.
Clooney.
I kind of like it this way. I said, I got 15 minutes. Make me as gay as you possibly can, and let me get out of here. It is kind of gay.
I thought you were talking about your career.
Oh.
I got 15 minutes, and they're over.
You got your nails done? You do that a lot?
No, I used to, and then I let them go. You know, once I quit smoking, I started kind of like biting them a little more, just picking on them, and then I let them go. But yesterday, you know, just to keep her company and pretend things are still going well, I went and sat with her like a friend.
I did it once as a goof, and it was just really boring. There was nothing to it. I could care less what my nails look like. It wasn't pleasurable or nothing.
And the Asian lady goes, you know, I want a massage. I don't want a massage. I don't like them touching me. Like when I get my hair cut, they go to wash my hair. I go, can you please do it as fast as possible? Like I don't want.
You don't
people
like
to-
the scalp massage?
Are you kidding me?
What did you
Well,
say to that
it
lady?
all depends.
The place I get my hair cut, I'm convinced she's hitting on me at this point.
Are you
It all
I'm
depends.
convinced how she massages my scalp and my neck and my shoulders.
Don't want a guy shampooing your hair.
No,
because some salons
have the guy
have a guy that does the shampooing. And it ruins the entire experience. I sit there and my shoulders are up by my ears, and I'm just like, get this over with, get it done, get it done, get it done. And then when there's a girl doing it, not even that it's a sexual thing, but it's just so much more relaxing to have a girl massage your scalp like that and wash your hair.
What's wrong with the guy doing it?
Shut up.
First of all,
Homo.
I even told this girl, I said, can you wrap it up already? Because I get too tense or something when they're just...
Why?
Why? The girl's fine.
Huh?
The girl's fine. It's nothing sexual. It's like nice and relaxing. It's like a little scalp massage. But when a guy's doing it, it's just got to get it over with.
I
It's
guess
like a prison rape.
Rich likes when a guy shampoos his hair.
I don't like
obviously.
anybody just touching me.
You're disturbed when a girl does it, so you gotta like it when a guy does it.
When he massages my hair?
Yeah.
You're turning into a psychopath. You do know that.
No, why is that?
Don't massage me or touch my hands. What's the matter with you?
Well, you know, you go in-
it's a manicure. I don't like when they touch my hands.
No, I don't want them to. She goes, I'll do lotion and lotion your hands and stuff.
Well, then why are you there?
Just to do my nails. I don't want to massage
He
them
just-
yourself.
He just wants a buff. Come on,
When
you guys.
we went,
How can they do your nails without holding them, though?
I went to we had a spa thing. What?
No, I heard something. Bill Maher had a makeup artist that said that she wasn't allowed to touch his face. Like she couldn't actually touch his face.
Really?
with her hand.
Just the makeup could
Yeah,
touch
just
it?
the-
She could only use her left
Fun.
hand.
Everyone's weird.
That's good.
Huh?
The problem is you're afraid of any human contact because you're a lunatic. How about there's nothing wrong with non-sexual human contact?
Well, no, because when I used to go to certain types
There's
of
nothing
meetings,
wrong with sexual human contact either.
when I used to go to certain meetings, right, and they would come up, oh, give me a hug. You know, I don't know. I'm a hug. If I knew how to hug, I wouldn't be in these meetings. You know what I mean?
Well, there you go.
You know, don't hug me. I want a hug. Get off of me.
Did you ever hug to get drugs? Huh?
Did I ever hug?
I did a lot more than that, I bet.
Did you ever, well, he was hugging, but it was the back of a gentleman's legs.
And the gentleman was hugging
You just
the
don't,
back
I
of
don't
your
know. I'm
head.
just not into it.
Why did I make that
the
so
whole
obvious?
touchy and
Oh, stink.
All right, listen, we got a quick Britney thing. This thing is making its way around the internet.
Is it?
I don't know. Let's listen and see if it's good or not.
From the people who brought you Chia Pet and the Chia Tree, it's Chia Brit.
Britney.
Just smear our special Miracle Grow, add Red Bull, and watch Britney go from shorn to reborn.
I'm back, y'all.
Wow. It even works in 2 places.
Look at that bush.
Available at Hyde.
Oh.
Scored!
No.
Oh, my, I'd tell you something. How did that not go in?
I was only joking.
There's nothing I can say today now that's going to be half as bad.
That was
There you go.
Awful.
Chia Brit, my ribs.
I get it because she shaved her head.
Way to go for the obvious one. How about using some clever?
Oh, I guess she's not going to do Saturday Night Live with Dice now.
All right.
Good references.
That's a good
it's a
reference.
little
It's
obscure.
20 years old.
Who, Nora Dunn?
Oh.
Bonnie's belly's growing. You see that?
Is that
What?
what's happening?
Huh?
What, beer?
There's a dumb little slobbering baby in there.
Oh, my God. We got a card for that.
Oh, no.
Thank God that we did the last segment before you got in here because...
a dumb little slobbering baby.
If it's his.
Oh, well, that's true.
Well, it must be because you're not headlining anywhere.
Oh.
Rich, aren't you 55 years old?
Yeah,
You're
Rich.
What?
Don't you have
That's very
grown daughters?
selfish.
Yeah.
You have daughters. It's very selfish.
I'm going to tell people
Did
that's
you want
my
this?
daughter's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Why is that selfish?
Well, because he's got daughters, and he, being...
Who cares? They're already wrecked. We need to start fresh.
They're already wrecked.
It's not like he has anything they can inherit anyway. I don't know. Voss is young, though. I mean, he's older, but he's in the younger, childish guy. He's not like he's an older man. You know, you don't think of Voss as being in his 40s.
He's current.
40s?
40s?
He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
40s, 48, right?
No.
Do we have to discuss
It'll just be so embarrassing playing patty cake with the kid and its hands are bigger than yours.
Well, the ultrasound shows they're already bigger than us.
How far?
Yeah, this is good news.
I'm almost 5 months. Very close.
Are you showing?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, totally.
Are you kidding me?
Let's see. Whoa,
Oh, hey, there's a baby in there.
Yeah, that's like one of those guts.
You guys have the same gut because you quit smoking. You put like 2 pounds.
But anyway,
Oh, look at how Rich is insulted.
Rich,
What, a few
all right.
pounds?
Rich is insulted. He's sucking it. You're sucking it.
You're sucking it in.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the side.
You lost your
good,
abs. You lost
Yeah,
your abs.
you
though.
did. You did.
finally lost them.
Dude,
You lost them.
dude, you're dead.
You lost them. You used to show them off all the time to everybody.
Dog, do you know how much work I have to do
You lost
after
them.
this
Oh, boy.
Why, Rich? You put
Rich,
a few pounds on.
a
So
lot
what?
of guys in sympathy of their
You
wives
used to be
getting
cut.
pregnant
It's all right. You can still kind of
get
see them.
fatter. And
No.
you've gained some weight.
I didn't gain
Just
any
on
weight.
your-
You did a
First
little
of all,
bit.
you
Let's
little
be
bit.
honest.
How dare you?
I know I'm a mess. I'm just saying, but I put on 25 pounds. You put on like 12. So what?
I put on 3 pounds in 8
There you
months.
go.
There you go. Well,
3 pounds.
that
in
got
8
rid of the
months.
abs, though. You might want to
No, I
start
still have the
exercising.
abs.
How much do you weigh?
I
Look at
started
him.
that
Look at him. Look over. He looked over to see where the scale was. Because I just hoped he would blurt something out like what he weighed a few months ago.
He's not fat by any means.
No.
But like one, I
a little chubby around the gut.
168. I think I'm at 171 now.
171?
Yeah.
I just
All
been
right,
playing with
let's
him.
get
You know
the
that's
scale.
going to be like,
What?
you're fine. They're joking. You look great. Oh, my God.
Oh, like
Scale.
All right, now
Where's
show
the
us
scale?
again, but don't suck in the gut. So
all right, just regular.
yeah, regular.
Take the shirt off.
No, we don't
How
want
cute he is. He's super
See?
cute.
Turn sideways.
not a hint of an ab when you do it that way.
It's not. Let me see.
Are you kidding me?
It's not fat, but you're not like you. Believe me, this is like Raging Bull.
Yeah.
Shut up, Lamada.
Rich,
He's
when,
100.
when you
God.
played in our celebrity softball game a few years back, you were showing everybody how cut you were in your abs. You had like you had like a 6-pack, an 8-pack, whatever. It's a little different now.
What?
Step up to the scale,
No, I got
please.
clothes
Oh, my
Well, take your shoes off.
Can someone get Rich a mic?
Clothes.
Hold on, Rich, hold on. We're getting your microphone.
Yeah. All right, Rich. What,
The mic's going to add a few pounds.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You better take everything off. Look
Oh
at
my
you already
God!
took
Look at
a
him. He's
shirt
trying
off.
to take every bit of friggin'.
Go ahead.
It's not weighing for boxing.
That is.
Give me a stage where this
Where am I
bull
going?
here can rage.
It's not even on. I don't weigh anything.
Fix the goddamn scale.
Oh, I thought you meant to say fix that goddamn gut.
He definitely put some.
Yeah, a little bit, Rich.
It's
Little
like, but
bit.
it's still, there's still muscle under there, Rich.
There's muscle under
There's
there.
still muscle under there.
All right, there it is.
No one's saying that you lost any
think-
muscle.
He's losing his mind.
Step right
He
up.
should be.
Rich, they just want to see you with your shirt on.
He has a midget
Now
body.
stand there.
He has a tall midget body.
What the?
Eric, fix
What
that
is
scale.
wrong with
I'm
the
gonna brand
scale?
you with it.
Yes, hit E-Rock in the head with it and see what it registers.
First of all, how is this scale so dirty? Who's weighing herself on there, Patrice?
That's filthy.
We get a new battery for it.
All right.
Oh, Christ.
All right, you luck out, Rich.
I'll do it later.
No, we're
Got
getting
lucky.
one.
We'll just we'll
You
say
got better abs than I do, but his gut is
I got
not much
better
smaller
abs.
than mine.
Mashed potatoes have better abs than you.
we'll say you're 175.
Mush mouse.
175. Rich Boss is 175.
Look at Lucci chiming in. Goddamn rich bunt.
All right, hey.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mention it. I was just...
Yeah, we just noticed it's a little different.
Yeah.
Give me a stage.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, what is bull? Hey, I'll be at the gym of the. He's a degenerate. Did I say that? You're gonna force me to make a comeback. F you and the horse you rode in on, and the whole cavalry behind you.
I just saw Raging Bull recently. Goddamn, I was laughing my ass off at that.
You should be fixing a tux, little cat.
So is this going to destroy him, Bonnie? Us talking like this to him?
It really is not going to affect him as much as it affects me.
Because you have to listen. Because you have to explain which ones were the jokes and which was real, right?
Yeah.
First of
It's a
all,
lot of undoing. I have to.
All right.
how much you really gained 25 pounds when you quit smoking?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not much slimmer than you right now. I mean, I actually lost,
Oh my God!
You're not much slimmer than me
Jim.
now.
What? I'm just trying to talk to my friend.
You look like a buoy. First of all, I gained
Wow.
3 or 4 pounds at the most.
Okay.
Look at how he's sitting right now.
I know. You got them all nervous.
Radio.
Rich is trying to impress all the guys in the room.
I
He
know.
just slouched back down, you idiot.
Yeah. I mean,
You look good, though.
I mean, I definitely got to lose some more. I mean, we both got to it. So what?
I don't have to lose nothing. I have to lose- no matter how much we both lose, I'll always have a chin.
Yeah, you absolutely will. Matter of fact, 2 or 3 of them if you keep going.
Oh my God!
You're gonna force me to make a comeback. I'll always have a chin.
You're not as fat as Ralphie May.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So, Bonnie, obviously your first baby.
That I know of.
Doesn't it? Is it weird? Do you have some weird alien feeling like that?
Yeah, I think it's an alien.
Yeah, like moving around. Is it moving
It
around?
doesn't. No, it's too early a bit, but it. The hunger is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
I know. See, it's like
Babies are creepy when they're inside you. What the hell is that all about?
What you were going to say something? She got
Tripping baby.
Oh,
what were we going to say?
I was gonna say how much he eats, but then I realized we're
then
getting right back into
a Fat Rich.
But he'll he'll eat what's on his plate, and then he has to go around and eat everybody else.
I'm like Helen Keller at the table.
Or Jason Steinberg.
It's like watching an addict go nuts.
Yeah, see?
I eat healthy.
You're still feeding your addiction. That's okay. That's all right.
Thank you, Dr. Phil. First of all, I eat healthy. I don't eat red meat. All right. I don't eat red meat. I eat.
You don't eat red meat or red meat.
There's no red meat in cake.
You stopped eating vagina.
Oh, wow. All right, wait a minute. They might have dumped out of that. What's going on there,
I
Rich?
thought that would be acceptable.
I don't know. Honestly, I think Al took
too graphic. Al.
All right, hold on a minute.
Describe it.
Yeah,
All right,
but
hold
it's
on.
too graphic.
Hold on.
What?
So you stopped doing that to her because she's pregnant?
No,
That's all you need to say?
Yeah, well,
Because
not
he's scared the baby's hand will come out.
No, it's just so.
Slap his face. Beat it, fatso. Kid's afraid Rich is trying to eat him. I'm not a snack, Dad.
Wow.
Give me a stage.
There's one for the XMers because I just know
no.
none of that made it. It's all right.
Hey, get a load of Voss.
It's my dad's tongue, and I'm dodging it.
I got a refrigerator door.
You're not fat, Rich. By any stretch of the imagination.
Thank you.
No, I mean, first of all, don't you try to turn on me,
I wasn't turning on you.
The other night,
You're stocky.
Don't yell at her. She's pregnant.
if I was
That's a new word. Rich
Yell
likes
at
wearing
her.
huskies. He wears husky pants.
He's skinny fat.
I'd be big
Skinny
boned.
fat.
You're skinny fat. That's okay.
Skinny.
Don't yell at her. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't yell at
She
her.
doesn't get a pass, and I'm not yelling at her.
I know.
Yelling. You don't get a pass.
Yeah.
All right.
Slap her in the face.
He stopped beating me in the stomach area.
Oh, that's
That
good.
was-
That's a good dad.
Hey,
So sweet.
we got a couple clips from Jackie the Knife Girl. We promised the people today.
Yes.
It's quick. Should we set this up there, Ed?
It was Jackie, a girl used to come into the studio way back when, about 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't even know anymore. But over at NEW when we went over there, and she has a fetish. She likes knives, and not only likes to look at them and touch them, but she likes having the blades dragged over her body. You loosely hold on to the wooden handle. She liked like a bread knife, a serrated bread knife, which is really
sharp.
Really sharp. You don't need much pressure. And you'd loosely hold the handle and drag it all over her body. And it would leave little trails that look like cat scratches all over her. And she'd love this.
I hope she doesn't go out with Josh Blue.
Oh.
I'm not even gonna
I still
acknowledge that with you.
It wasn't bad. It deserves something.
Josh Blue is the comic that has the CP.
Yeah.
So he's moving around a lot. So.
Oh, see, okay.
So the knife would really get damaged.
I didn't. I didn't know.
That was a very good line.
If people knew who Josh Blue was.
It took too long to access.
You should have said Hepburn or Ali.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Would have been a good one.
Muhammad Ali would have been a good one.
Abstract, you know what I mean?
All right, granted.
If she was holding it in her teeth.
Maybe, not a
her
good
head
one.
shaking a lot.
Yeah.
Not a good one. But.
How about Reagan? We dig him up and he could be in the joke.
Well, at least... Sorry, Fatso.
Hey, one of the words you like saying. Fatso. You might ask why we're playing this today.
Okay, Ralph.
Well, we're playing this because, Britney Spears, she
Crazy chick.
Crazy chick. She left rehab, by the way. Everyone's talking about that today. And we want to try to do Crazy Chick Day.
Yeah, I want to have a bunch of crazy broads up here.
So we figured we'd break one out from the archives to maybe motivate some of these women to come in to do their crazy chick stunt for us.
You know what I think we need, too? I think we need guys or girls that know crazy chicks.
Yeah.
To bring them in.
Yeah.
Because crazy chicks probably wouldn't come in, but you can bring them in. Because you ever talk to a crazy chick that just like rambles on about crazy stuff?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That would be cool too.
That is great too, where they're just talking about things. You're like, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, you don't need to do anything that nuts.
Doesn't have to be a crazy stunt. You just gotta sound crazy.
All right. Well, here's a little clip from Jackie the Knife Girl.
See when he gets right by the vag. All right.
Wait a minute. That's acceptable.
That's
today?
acceptable.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
We are moving
Hey,
along.
ow.
We are moving along here, aren't we?
Looks like the lawyers are listening to us a little bit. All right.
See when he gets right by the vag. She's got like knife marks all over her belly. Her belly is like pink. You hear the plate. He's working the He just plunged the knife into the couch. That was scary. He's got the knife counter panties. Yeah, you could fillet her up real nice. Get her tenderizing, down you go.
going to stand here and watch him cut that thing open and have that little Kittner boy spill out all over the floor. Sorry. This is a turn on. Go for her throat.
Oh, you wrecked it.
Hey, I ruined it.
You ruined it.
I ruined it.
You know what a way to end, though.
Bravo!
Wow, nice. Yeah. You know, I'm listening to that clip. We're back live, and we didn't ask many questions back in the day. Guy wanted to come in with really sharp knives with his chick, and she gets off by having the knives just kind of, dragged across her body. And
Gently cutting her skin.
And that was good enough for us. We didn't ask anything.
I didn't care.
He could have just murdered her live on the air.
Would have been great. Imagine, right in the middle of it, he just plunged it right into her chest. Hey, I think we're in trouble.
we got another clip. You want to hear one more?
Sure.
Sexy, her little moaning.
Isn't it great?
She really got into this. I mean, it wasn't an act or a gag or anything. She loved this.
Yeah. Actually, you know it's from the old days as a girl in studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Could she finish from the knives?
Oh, yeah.
Without even...
yeah.
Just a knife?
Oh, yeah.
She loved it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
We never got to that point because Aunt decided to blow up her spot.
It was a great OJ joke.
It really was.
Slit her throat.
Got to keep it funny.
Get in the car, I got a knife. Really? That was... listen.
What?
Play the Britney tape. Can you play the Britney song every few minutes?
Just to make him forget about your bomb?
It was a Britney bit. It was awful.
All right, here we go. One more clip from Jackie and the Knife Girl. Hopefully this will encourage the crazy chicks to call our show.
Dylan!
Ah! You're an ass.
Everyone's mesmerized.
Dick.
Everyone jumped. God damn, was that funny?
What the hell? Did we change roles today? You're such a deek.
It wasn't me. You can't prove anything.
You ruined it.
Oh, no.
You ruined it. All right, we're back live. Yeah, just when
I ruined everything.
Just when it was getting good, Anthony was just messing with the girl. The video's up on opieandanthony.com. It's amazing. It really is. We got like 10 of those videos or something. She was in all afternoon.
Have we contacted her or no?
Yeah, I maybe we shouldn't. It's probably like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I just love the life I'm leading now. Oh, that was ages ago. Oh, no, I haven't done that in years.
Yeah, we did try to call some of the chicks from the old days when we first got back on radio. Yeah. We just heard horrific things.
Well, it's me and the kids. I love the kids.
Well,
that's going to happen, Bob.
Well, I just had triplets.
So I got my hands full.
But I can come up and do your show again.
Oh, that moan.
Rich going to walk around with the little playpen thing you got to walk around with everywhere.
What's that?
I can't wait to see
Well, what's that? It's called being a dad and having to do things.
You know, something you did 20 years ago?
Before they had all those things? When you just put a kid in the front seat and use your arm as the seatbelt?
Bonnie's going to, get one of those doubles. You in the back, the baby in the front. She'll push both of you around.
Bonnie, you do know this is completely life-changing and,
Why?
Because all of a sudden you have to, have responsibility.
Well, we're not going to be good parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
All right, at least that's honesty. Not going to be good. We're just going to leave home alone. Tweezers near the socket.
Try to keep it alive. That's
Try to keep it
pretty much.
That's a good. You set the bar low like that, and you can only. There's no disappointment.
A lot of times, if the kid has a hard life, they go on to do great things. So,
True.
I want to give them that.
Gotta give him a good story.
Right.
All right, we have to take a break. Our communique coming in. YouTube sucks. Another reason why YouTube sucks. They removed No Filter Paul's accounts because he uploaded the first 2 Jackie the Knife Girl clips. And we loaded up 2 clips where she's not even nude. Just knives, bra panties, and moaning. And they not only got rid of those videos, they got rid of his entire account.
YouTube sucks.
Get Break.com in here.
That moaning was great.
Why didn't Paul something that questionable? Because now we've known for a while YouTube sucks.
They
something
really
that questionable.
suck.
You should make a new account. Just stop with the if you have 200 videos, now it's at this point. I'm issuing a statement to everybody that puts O&A videos on YouTube. If you have an account with 200 videos on it, or 100 videos, and you put something even questionable on there, and they remove your account, I don't want to hear it because you're an idiot. You're the idiot.
Get a million different accounts.
Make another account, put it on there.
So you save your other videos.
So you save it. This has happened how many times now? Did you remove my account? It's the 8th time this has happened to 8 different people.
But they have no problem showing the latest Lonely Girl 15 clips.
Enough of her. How many times can you jack to that anyway? Stop.
A lot. They're trying to do a new thing with her in a house, and I don't know.
It's all fake.
They're trying to make a movie.
45 years old.
He's young.
All right, listen.
He's young.
When we get back,
yes,
we have the final 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Barney, you could stay in for this.
Good.
I'm looking at the cards. The new Hallmark cards for some very, very touchy subjects. We got the last 2 we'll do after the break. And Roland with the pyramid game.
Yes, we got to get to that.
Is he here? Yes. All right, we'll do that next as well. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. We got Rich Voss and Bonnie in studio. We got Jim Norton leaving for Addison.
Yeah, the Improv tonight through Sunday in Texas by Dallas.
In the Dallas area, of course.
And by the way, can I point out that Rich had an interesting point?
Yeah, go ahead.
You actually made sense about where you want to start sleeping.
What do you mean makes sense where I want to start sleeping?
Oh, my God, don't bring this up.
Wait, what happened?
What I was talking to Rich about, it actually made more sense than Bonnie doesn't think it makes sense about. Go ahead.
That I was, checking into, like how they have storage garages in storage. Like, I used to have a storage garage in Jersey. It was like $50 a month.
Uh-huh.
Then I saw storage garages in New York. So you figure if you get a place for $100 a month, right? And
you see where this is going, right?
You put a couch or something
I see where
in
this
there.
Is going. Yeah.
You have a couple hours. You want to kill time. You just go, instead of getting hotels, you just hang in the thing. It's like a walk-in garage or something. You know what I mean?
Let me translate that. He wants to get a storage unit as a crash pad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In New York.
A storage unit.
I'm not saying because you're not going to rent an apartment if you only come in. But if you say you got an audition and you got 3 hours to kill in between or something.
So you've had one audition in the 3 years I've known you. Let me just do some math.
What about I'll just pick one problem out of a hat here.
Oh.
What about heat?
That's one I didn't even bring up, but
here's the
there's countless more.
No, there isn't.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They have lights in them. You put a fan. You can put a light in. You know how the lights, you put in a socket with
a heater. Oh, that's good.
Not with a heater.
Why not just bring in a barbecue and shut the door?
Hibachi.
Listen,
why don't you back up your car while you're
back
at
your
it?
car and just pump the exhaust in.
Yeah, because that's warm.
I just mentioned it to her, all of a sudden I'm crazy.
Mentioned it 50 times.
No.
That is crazy.
He got a little obsessed with it. And then,
you also know that the owner of said facility would probably frown on
people crashing
Right,
in their little storage spaces.
So I said he'd always have to come up with an excuse. I got to go through those pictures again. It's going to take me a few hours.
Obviously, I'm not going to do it. Obviously.
Now you're not.
I was never going to do it.
He'd be calling his boss. That boss, the fat guy's here again.
Every time I talk, there's an echo.
All right, listen, we got to move on because we got Roland standing by. He wants to do this $25,000 pyramid thing.
Park your car in there with a head in it.
I hit it in the bathroom.
All right. We talked about this. We got the audio. Jim Carrey, the last person to do the David Caruso bit. We did it. Who else did it? Greg Ferguson, I think, was doing it.
David Caruso did it.
Everybody was doing it. The video was up on YouTube and break as a montage.
Very funny.
And finally, Jim Carrey thought he should do it on Letterman and bring it to everyone's attention.
You get a nice, real, intense close-up here.
Yeah.
Okay? David Caruso thing. Well, I guess we've found our man.
All right.
He's kidding, right? He makes like $20 million a picture.
Still?
Well, not on this last one. I think he took a little pay cut.
23.
Yeah.
He used to be an English teacher. I before E, except after C.
Play the part where Rogan runs up on stage and yells, hey.
Starts yelling at him. Psychopath.
It's kind of creepy because everyone has
Rogan.
Everyone has seen this done already, like a million times.
Funny.
Very nice. I hear he's doing cartoon voiceovers.
Cartoon voiceovers. I wonder what that would be like.
I did to you, putty tat.
How many of these are there, by the way?
No, we're done.
Oh, Jesus
It went on all night, but we're done.
Holy Jesus.
But isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Is he making believe no one saw this
No
on
one
every
saw
other
it.
show? Even on our dopey radio show?
You know how many people across America were probably turning the televisions off in their storage facilities?
Yeah, television, yeah.
All right, well.
Bring one in.
$20 million a movie.
Well, there you go. He's innovative, that Jim Carrey, I got to tell you. We got 2 cards left from Hallmark. The new Hallmark cards. These are real cards that Travis went out and got. They decided to expand and try to make more money. It's all about money.
Well, they went into some areas where I believe it would be more sensitive to just write a card yourself.
Yeah.
They take out some of your stationery, your nice cross pen, and jot down a little message to somebody who's grieving or just one of these situations that they're making a card for. It seems a little inappropriate for Hallmark to just stamp out a card that's about something so sensitive.
And some of the cards we read already this morning, one for miscarriage, one for hair loss due to cancer treatment.
Cancer, we had the
What
breast
else?
cancer
The breast
one.
cancer one.
Yeah, you're gay.
You're gay.
And you're coming out.
That was the pop-up card Jimmy was talking about.
That lovely pop-up card.
Wouldn't they just say sorry about your cancer? Then now they're going to start going sorry about, the effects.
It was, sorry about the hair loss. Like, I'm not really worried about the hair loss. I'm worried about my liver being eaten away.
Yeah.
This is the one for troubled child. There's one for a troubled child.
Troubled child.
And they got little rhyme schemes, too, just like all the other cards.
No.
I swear to God. All right, Jimmy, you want to read one of the last 2?
I can see that one's orange and one's purple, so I don't know. He's taking the orange one.
With a little flower on
Little
it.
flower.
Little flower.
See the front, that flower is on a lot of them. Mm-hmm.
It's an orange card.
Orange.
It's orange. And it has a little flower that raises up. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's covered in like plastic that like Grandma has over her couches, kind of plastic to protect the little actual cloth flower.
Know what's creepy?
Flowerette.
Know what's creepy about that plastic that's covering the card? There's a little note inside, I swear to God.
Yeah.
It says, remove the plastic before you put in an envelope.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, it's supposed to protect the flower?
I guess.
Yes.
All right, Jimmy.
I wish I could make things happen for you the way you want them to. I know how much a child would mean to you. I'm still hoping and believing for you and keeping you in my heart. Too bad you're shooting blanks. I made the last line up. Get out of here. Someone stop him. He's incorrigible.
Now I got to pull the plastic off the card bit. Was that an actual
that's
thing?
Funny.
Yeah.
Because
I that.
I thought you were joking. Because
No, it has a little note.
Obviously,
Look.
perhaps what the gentleman should be doing is pulling the rubber off of whatever he's...
Yeah, pulling the plastic off something else.
Remove wrap before placing an envelope. It does that you're
See?
He should actually take that. As maybe
advice.
that's the problem they're having as a couple.
The plastic.
Not removing the wrap.
And they're speaking in double entendre. There. Yeah,
The envelope.
Remove the plastic before you put it in the envelope.
And look at you missed this. Look at this little thing on the back here. It says, "Do not throw card in her face and hair."
You got to handle these things sensitive, very sensitive.
I hold in my hand the final card. No Johnny Carson? All right, here.
The final card.
There's. All right, wait. I got some.
Oh God!
I got some music for this one.
Oh, I love the first line.
Wait, open up the card.
This must be about.
It's an audio card. So, you just open up the card.
Well. This first of all, tell me if I'm right or wrong. This has to be about divorce. I just read the first line, and dealing with my divorce, I know it has to be. It says, talk about a C word.
This is the actual card, yes.
And it says C word.
Yes.
It says, talk about a C word. So I'm thinking of my ex now.
There's only one C word.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Crummy comes to mind. Wish you weren't feeling that way. But some good words start with C, like courage. You have lots of that. Comfort. You're wished a bunch. And caring. You're surrounded by it.
Don't forget coffin.
I don't understand.
Oh, God damn you.
It's a cancer card.
Yes, it's
the C word is cancer.
See, you know why?
You can get a cancer card thanks to Hallmark.
You might think, like, just looking at it, you might think, like, how, this is a little vague. But if you have it, I think you know what it means.
Well, who gives
it's like, what could they possibly mean?
Does the doctor give that to you?
That's how you find out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the doctor gives it to you.
There should be a bill in there.
That's what I'm saying. Leave it to the Jew. There should be a bill in there. Charge him. Come to my office. It's in a storage facility.
C for coffin.
Oh, God.
Doesn't chemo start with C, too?
Yeah, it does. I think you're right.
Cough up blood.
You're right.
Oh, boy.
And caring. That's wonderful. C word.
All these cards just remind you of what you have.
Yeah, we're getting pretty sick with these cards, obviously. But how sick is Hallmark for putting these out there?
And it's you would think if you were close enough with somebody that you know about their condition, you're concerned about it, you write off a card in your own hand about, hey, I'm here for you or whatever. But to say talk about a C word, crummy comes to mind. That's like if you hurt your elbow at the softball game. Ow, this feels crummy. I got a cold. That's pretty crummy. Cancer isn't quite crummy. It's
Right. When cancer comes to mind,
Jeez,
that's it.
and crummy isn't the word.
Crummy's like you were supposed to bring your kid to Toys R Us and you didn't feel like doing it. Oh, man, that's a crummy thing to do.
A little after a few Saturday nights, I know a few beers, I felt a little crummy the next day.
Right.
There should be a card after that card saying, sorry, I gave you that card.
Sorry for the lousy Hallmark card I gave you. It was very insensitive.
C is also for crackers and chicken soup. That's all you'll be eating. And crummy is your shirt when you can't quite finish what you're eating. You're too weak.
The cancer card should be a series of cards that start really, really small and get bigger and bigger. Send one every week.
That should be
We hope this is growing on you.
There should be a funny one. Because I was saying before, you know how you have the serious card, and for Valentine's Day you get the serious lovey-dovey card, and then the funny card.
Yeah.
So you can have one like this, and especially if they have something like a brain tumor, let's say, which would be awful. You have one like this, and then you have another one that says, sorry about your brain cancer, and you open it up, and it's that lettering that looks blurry. It's really not.
Or the series of
just printed that way.
Or the cancer cards, a series of cancer cards. The first one has just a little words, and they just keep getting more and more and more words.
Oh,
very wordy by the end of it.
Or they should have a speaking card. Sorry about your
You open it up.
So sorry to hear about your cancer.
That is crummy.
That is crummy.
How about a pop-up card where, like, when you open it, there's a smiling guy, but as you open it, the hair comes off and the smile is a frown.
Or the cancer card, at least you're not black.
Hold on, Rich. Hold on.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It was just a joke.
Cancer card.
It is horrible.
Hey, did we throw this away? We didn't need to. We got them all?
Yeah, they're right here.
Except for the...
yeah, we got to get these online.
There's one that isn't in good shape anymore.
Yeah, there's one that's only half of its existing anymore.
It's the one. Yep. They actually made
they're
one
here
for breast cancer.
They had what?
They had a breast cancer card.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, show them the breast cancer card. Something happened to it, though.
It's in 2 parts.
It
got ripped in half. It got
horrible.
Just take one half, read it, take the other half, and throw it in the dumpster at Sloan Kettering.
Oh, my God.
You always had bad boobs anyway.
The breast cancer card should be one of those cards that just doesn't open. It's just, you know those cards? There's no inside there. Yeah.
Suzanne Sumner's resume's on the back of this.
Suzanne Sumner?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You're so wrong on everything. Suzanne Sumner. Wait a minute. Break this down.
What?
Who did you mean?
Who had the? Didn't she have the breast?
Suzanne Summers?
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't think Suzanne Summer or Summers had breast cancer.
She had cancer or something.
Who had the breast cancer?
Olivia Newton-John?
Olivia Newton-John did.
Yeah,
but the one with the thigh master?
She treated herself.
What?
She treated herself, and then she wrote a book about it.
She did?
Yeah.
How do you treat it yourself?
Who did? Carrot enemas.
Suzanne Sumner? Carrot enemas?
Yeah. That worked.
The other day, Rich goes, how do you spell clope? I go, what's a clope?
Oh, no.
He goes, you put it over your shoulders.
Clope and dagger.
A clope?
I'm playing Scrabble.
You're a dope.
Oh, you really are as dumb as they come. It's mind-boggling.
Oh, we love it. We can't get enough of them.
He's a doke. Clope.
Oh, my God.
Well, you must be a treat at Scrabble.
Yeah, see,
he plays it all. It's so weird that you would want to.
Why would you want to do that
all the time? That you're so bad at, and he gets so angry. He slams at the desk, and he thinks that the game is cheating on him.
The game is cheating. It's not even an electric game or anything. It's a tile.
We should give you a card. C is for Bonnie. C is for Crummy for the marital choice you made.
Let's say hi to Tony on Long Island. Tony, what's up?
Hello.
Let's go, Tony. Come on.
I said, how about the cancer card for brain tumor? Sorry you got this card, but we should won't remember it anyway.
It's not any more or less awful than anything we've been saying, so.
All right, we got a quickie before we get rolling in here.
A Wisconsin man broke into his neighbor's apartment to save a woman that he thought was being raped, but he could not have been more mistaken.
Oh, no.
James Van Iveren heard a woman screaming in a neighbor's apartment. Armed with a 3-foot-long sword, Iveren broke down the door to the apartment and rushed in. But he only found Brett Steighorst watching an adult movie really loud.
Oh, no, and you know he was probably... You know he was probably, you know...
Oh, my God.
doing what you do when you watch an adult movie.
What, your bills?
Very loudly. Yeah, you do. Here's my lipo. Here's that one. Oil bill.
Watching an adult movie really loud.
He comes in with his 3-foot-long sword and starts pointing it at me.
What a coincidence. You had your sword out, too.
Sword fight.
He swung his sword at me. I shot mine on him.
2 damage. 2 damage.
Shoe damage.
He comes in with a 3-foot-long sword and starts pointing it at me and going, "Where is she?"
Where is she?
There was obviously nobody else there. Iveren has been charged with 3 misdemeanors, and despite the incident, Steighorst says he does not have any plans to stop watching adult movies.
Well, thank God for that.
I'm sorry I walked in on your porno from Hallmark.
We know what C stands for, but I'm sorry I blocked it.
What do you got, Dan? More to the story?
Yeah, the guy actually had to, when the cops came, he had to play the part in question for the cops.
Couldn't they just look around the room and see if there was a girl there?
I don't know, but
yeah, well, the cops obviously wanted to just see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me show me which part.
All right.
What were you doing, sir?
That's great. Yeah, go ahead. Sit on the couch and show us.
When we get back, Roland's going to do $25,000 pyramid.
Yeah, sort of.
With movies that are nominated for an Oscar.
Do we have to try to figure out what movie he's talking about?
Yeah, he's going to pick one out of a hat.
Out of a hat?
Yeah.
We have a big Lincoln top hat. A big hole in it.
I hope he does the one movie, the Chicago Improv this weekend, that movie.
Oh, Rich Voss and Bonnie going to Chicago. You doing Steve Dahl's show? Do you do radio up there?
We're going to, I guess, do radio Friday morning in Chicago. Whose show is it?
You're doing morning radio in Chicago?
Oh, I don't know. We'll do some radio.
It's cold in Chicago. Bring a cloak.
Chicken on Steve Dahl's show on WCKG.
The club set it up? Yeah. I don't know what the club does. I know I turned down one radio
layer of
show
fat
there.
should keep him warm.
I turned down.
Yeah, little Eskimo you look like.
He is a dope, but I highly recommend you go see Rich Voss and Bonnie in Chicago. For everybody listening in Chicago. The Improv?
Yeah.
What'd you turn
Improv
down?
in Chicago.
What's that?
What show did you turn down?
And they asked me to do Mancow. I never would do that.
You're not even on in Chicago.
He's not even on in Chicago anymore.
Then why did they ask me to do it?
Joke's on you. Joke's on you. He showed up. Hello, man, cow.
He doesn't have a Chicago affiliate. I mean, maybe he's got a bullhorn that he's...
I think he's on the internet there or something.
Oh, wow. Great.
What am I going to do next? Viewmaster? No.
What? All right, listen. Roland's next. It's Opie and Anthony and everybody else, including old Jimmy Norton.
Yes.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Right back to it. We're going to try to squeeze a few more things in before we go over to XM Satellite Radio. Rich Voss and Bonnie in studio today. We got Roland. He's waiting in the wings.
Well, why is he waiting in the wings?
Because we got a dumb sex offender story.
I like the smart ones.
This guy is a dummy.
What did this guy do? He offended sexually?
Oh, boy. Well, I would like to tell you.
Oh, no, we're on time constraint.
All right, here it is.
Over the years, he's changed his looks many times, but it seems this convicted sex offender on probation keeps slipping back to his same old ways. Workers at the Hingham Public Library say this is where they spotted Level 3 sex offender Mark Sullivan on a computer printing out child porn on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
You don't even need a joke. There it is for you.
That's adorable.
I was only joking.
Oh, okay. It's all right, then. Valentine. Wait. Kitty porn pictures, library, Valentine's Day. Printer, Valentine's
He's
Day.
printing them out.
But you don't look at the positive. At least he's level 3. It's not. Well, how many levels are there?
Yeah.
Got to level up.
I just make
it's
out
like
with
EverQuest.
Yeah, what
level
the hell?
60 sex offender.
What the hell is level 10?
Yeah, what's the level?
I don't think any of us want to know. All right, there's more to the story.
Out from the printer popped an image of a young child, pre-adolescent child, in the nude.
The library director says the worker tried to take it away from Sullivan, but says he ripped it out of his hands.
Immediately, he recognized we had a problem.
When Sullivan left the library, workers say they traced his search history and found his name because they say he looked it up.
He actually went into the Massachusetts sex registry list, put his own name in there.
Library workers matched the name to the face and called police.
What a dummy.
Right away, we saw that there was a problem.
This guy, yeah. Hey, he's a mine.
No ass. Right.
He turned around and came back when he realized he didn't have the bottom half of the picture.
Yeah, could you give me back the piece in your hand that he put his name in the search engine?
Give me the piece that has all the goodness on it.
Oh, what a dummy.
The piece that got me to level 3.
Yeah, right.
I was level 2 without this.
How great is
Put his name in.
You don't even know what it is because it's only the half a picture. You're like, what is it? It looks like a young pig's mouth. No.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Jimmy.
Addison Improv. Jim Norton.
Great way to spend Valentine's Day at the library printing out kiddie porn.
Well,
lips to God's ears.
Oh.
I didn't know you could print stuff out at the library.
Some of these stories, you don't even need to help it along.
And you know the computer isn't right near the printer anywhere.
No.
Like, I'm sure they have a community printer. It's not like every cubicle or wherever he was has a computer, a printer, a scanner. So it's like it's networked, so you got to send it to a printer, and then do you run to get it out? Or do you just wait?
You got to go into the mind of the sex offender.
Yeah, what is he thinking?
Is it like...
It's like, okay,
and go!
This one's good, and print.
Yeah.
All right, where, excuse me, where's the printer? Where's the print? Oh, it's over around the... Okay. And then you just stand there waiting, like someone else has got theirs queued up, so they're waiting, and you smile and give them that little smile nod. Like, yeah, well, you're waiting too. Just waiting for my child pornography to come out. Be a minute. What are you doing, taxes? Yeah, well, it's coming up. Happy Valentine's Day.
Level 5, he drills a hole in a Dr. Seuss book.
Rich Voss, Improv Chicago.
At the library, of course.
All right, here we go. We got the last part of the story here. This part is great, too.
They also say he'd been searching a Russian child porn website, one that required a password. And it gets worse. His history, they say, turned up a curiosity with buying police uniforms.
The thought that, he could be using things he saw on eBay to purchase and then impersonate a police officer was more troubling.
That's pretty alarming. It was pretty alarming, but it's good to know that the fast action of the staff here at the library caught
the librarian.
I just think it's awful. It's disgusting. I can't see how anybody could be so stupid as to do something like that.
Boy, we really got a lot out of the witnesses there.
God, that's stupid, is it?
Right.
Thank you.
Am I the only one thinking meddlers?
Yeah. Butt in skis.
Stupid librarians got to tackle these creeps now.
The librarians.
Thank God for the librarians.
How bad a pedophile are you when you get busted by the library?
Yeah, the library gets you.
No Chris Hansen sting.
How bad a pedophile are you when you don't have your own computer and printer? I mean...
Yeah, right? What kind of level 3 pedophile is he? There were the old days. I must say, I used to go to the local library when I was a kid and go to the photography section. Mm-hmm. This was before the internet, my friends. You got to get it where you could. And I would go to the photography section. There would be nude photographs. And I would rip them out of the books and fold them up and take them home.
Rip a book?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And I would use them.
Anthony, level 1.
Yeah, level 1. Well, no, they were women. They weren't girls. What do you think? They got kiddie porn in books at the library? This guy's got to print it out. It's like,
they do if you have a good imagination.
These were women. And they were, it was old books in the 70s, so I mean, oof. They used a lot of black ink on those pages.
We broke into the library when we were,
Library, of course, he called it a library.
Why are you breaking into a library?
Because we thought there were, we waited till they
He
closed.
didn't know what it was. What's in there?
Ouch. What are these things?
He heard the lie part. He thought it was a place to sleep.
You just put a couch, you wait for a...
Hey, we got Roland in studio.
Yes, Roland.
What's up, Roland? We haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, good. Been going to the movies.
What's up? Yeah, good.
How you been, boss? I'm Roland. Sorry.
So you've been going to the movies?
Yeah, saw Breach.
You saw Breach?
Yeah.
How is it?
That was really good.
Really good.
You got to talk right to that mic. I can't turn you up any louder.
Oh, it was really good.
Really good.
Oh, wait, we got your music. Roland's theme song.
When you need radio gold, he's the one that you call. With happy movie reviews, wears his shirts extra small. The one you can count on the book that gets for a section, but ends every single sentence he says in a question. No pronunciation, soft spoken and mumbles. Just try and put him behind the mic and he crumbles. Babbling moron, that's for you to decide. Bonadouche, check him out Friday wide. Rolling.
I don't know. It's in one channel, then it's in two, then it's in one.
That's all right. Well, today, here's his theme. $25,000 pyramid.
Hey, people want you to say his name.
Jim Norton.
All right. You know what you're doing here, Roland?
I think so. I did Google. I didn't know what $25,000 pyramid was. I googled it. I was like, there.
You know what the basis was?
Yeah. Steve told me. He goes,
Yeah. There's like a thing. It was either a phrase or something. I don't know. It's a thing, an item. And you'd have to describe this to your partner who couldn't see what this was. And you could only use one word at a time. Like you couldn't say, if you're describing driving a car, you'd have to go like gas, brake, steering wheel, turning.
Road.
Oh, steering wheel, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Road. Driving a car? Yes. You couldn't say driving a car. That would be.
Like steering wheel, just two words, right?
But it might be one word.
And
check. We don't have time.
And as we do this with the movies, they're nominated for the Oscar.
Yeah.
Like Last King of Scotland. Don't say King.
Okay.
King. Last. Scotland.
Idi Amin.
Yeah, that you could say that.
You could say that.
Edie.
Well, all right. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
All right, so pick a movie out of a hat. We'll try this out here. This is Roland. You just got to look at the movie. Don't show anybody.
Bowl.
And just give us one.
Is this all play?
Yeah. Sure. But go ooh when you have a guess.
Oh, okay. Let me just see if I got it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Patrice's mating call.
Okay. Morocco.
Oh.
Oh. Jim Norton?
Oh, no, I screwed up. I was going to say the Rich Foss story because I think you said Morano.
All right, another word.
Mexico.
Ooh.
Oh.
Babble.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this is really exciting.
These are just all Oscar contenders.
Seemed like a great idea.
See, I think what Roland should do is just try to describe the movie in like almost review it, but in your inimitable one-word fashion.
Yeah.
Thrilling.
All right.
Compelling.
Because you could even figure out one word that makes it obvious.
Make it obvious.
Next movie.
Suspense.
All right, here we go. This is much better. All right.
Suspense.
And saving the bits.
Well, let's see.
Intrigue.
Boston.
Oh.
Shenanigans.
Wait. Suspense?
Shenanigans.
Bonnie.
The Departed?
Yeah.
The Departed.
Are you guys getting points?
Yes. We have Opie has a point and Bonnie has a point.
All right.
And you never have a point.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
We're about
Oh,
Only
God.
when you say, I'm fat, people go, you have a point.
Oh.
What?
Just a little chubby. He'll get rid of it.
You're portly.
Just a little chubby around the belly. Did you go to the bathroom yet today? Could be that.
Oh, my God. Mom.
All right, roll. Go ahead. Next one.
This one is to be tough for one. No one saw it.
What?
Dreamgirls.
No.
Wait, no one saw it. Hold on.
It's a wrestling move.
Oh,
Half Nelson.
See, but you can't say it's a wrestling
And I
move.
saw that movie. It was one of the best movies of the year.
I didn't see it.
Was it?
I loved it.
I heard it was good.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Oh, because I didn't do ooh.
Well, he screwed up.
Oh, okay. All right, one word.
One word, not long descriptions.
That's all right. Yeah.
Rhymes with Paul Nelson.
Oh.
Anytime.
Spanish. Subtitled.
Mel Gibson movie.
No.
You didn't ooh.
Magic.
I said
Magic what?
Magical. Trees.
The fountain. The fountain.
Trees.
No.
Magical.
I'm going to stick with the fountain.
Oh, wait.
Magical.
So screw.
Magical Spanish trees.
The fountain.
Oh, I know it. Jesus Potter.
I don't know the name.
Animals.
Animals. Oh, the kid movie.
Jumanji.
No. House.
Horse gag.
Animals.
Let's see.
That's descriptive. House.
Roman.
That's only a few films.
What?
Like a Roman.
Roman?
A guy that sounds like he has a stroke.
Kings.
Oh.
What?
No, I didn't have it.
Indigestion? What was that?
No, I bailed on it.
Wow, it must have been bad.
What was it?
What were you going to say?
I don't remember. Let's go. I need a point.
Jesus. Good luck with that. Spanish. The fountain?
Come on, young Lou Duva.
It's
talking animals. I don't know.
Oh, that ooh.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Labyrinth. Something.
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
One more, because this is just...
This stinks.
This is like a blind date. In the first half an hour, you're going, oh, I got to get out of this.
This is real. Yeah. The second it starts.
How do I get out of this?
The second it starts, you're just like, oh,
At
this
least we
is
can take
really
pride in
bad.
the fact that we had 2 hours and 50 minutes of good radio.
Good radio, and we finish up with limping across the finish line.
Right,
one more, Roland.
Come on, Roland. Let's bring it all there.
Let's go. One more.
Come on.
All right, pick a good one.
Pick a good one. Out of the hat.
Out of the old hat.
Oh. Magic.
The
Night Museum.
No.
Smoke.
I got it.
Ta-da.
The HIV story.
No.
Jesus.
Magic.
Funny, I didn't get that.
The fountain.
Forest.
Forest?
Forest.
Ooh. The Illusionist.
No.
No, the other one.
The other one. Then.
The
Prestige.
The magical person in the woods.
Yes.
The magical person in the woods.
For wizards.
This whole bit.
No. Oh, my, I tell you something. How did that not go in?
There should be a Hallmark card for this bit.
Yeah.
Real fast, Sonny in Boston. What did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show today?
Hey, I learned that Richard Voss's baby could have been conceived at the Travel and Virus show at Camden, New Jersey, backstage.
You guys did admit you had sex at the O&A Traveling Virus.
Oh, yeah.
Backstage at the Camden show, which was, I think, September 5th. Anything to it?
Actually, no. It was a little later than that.
How would you know?
I know exactly when it was conceived.
I was out of town.
All right, well, we tried a new bit. It sucked. What can I tell you? I'm not going to sit here and make believe it was good. But a lot of fun today. Rich Voss and Bonnie, Improv in Chicago.
Chicago Improv.
All weekend long, starting what, tonight?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, tonight.
Okay. And Jimmy is leaving us. You're not doing XM today, right, Jimmy?
I got to go to the
Damn you!
You have to what?
Go to the airport.
What?
I'm flying to Dallas. Tonight through Sunday at the Addison Improv.
It's a great club, by the way.
I love it. It's one of my favorite clubs in the country.
All right. We'll see you Monday, Tuesday.
I'll be back Tuesday, I think.
Wow, we don't get Jimmy for a while.
What time do we fly back, Kenny, on Monday? Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll talk later.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Rich Voss and Bonnie will be joining us over at XM Satellite Radio.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
despicable human beings in the country. Creeps, ankle biter.
Obviously, the strength is their ability to turn mistruth into something people would believe.
Wow, how long is this guy going to continue to babble and say nothing?
All day long.
Shut up!
All right, here we go.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's worse than I imagined.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
We are a bunch of dopes.
I think we're lewd. We're probably pushing 20 arrests because of this radio show.
Out of touch cornballs.
3 retards.
We have the effect of Tylenol PM.
Opie.
You know I could have been a model.
Anthony.
I'm gay.
James Norton.
I like yogurt.
Robert Reed.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
The second half of the show begins now.
Really
Welcome to XM Satellite Radio.
It's the second 2/5 or something.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, whatever we damn well decide it to be. Sometimes it's 2.5 hours.
Welcome to the last 10th of the show.
Yeah. Welcome to the end.
We got Rich Voss and Bonnie in studio. And Rich was going to tell us a Darryl Strawberry story, but we said save it for the air.
Yeah, I just want to hear it.
It's not a great story. I mean, years ago at Caroline's, they had this contest for, like, a Def Jam contest with all black comics, and I was in it.
Of course you were.
And Kenny Anderson from the Nets was one of the judges. And then yesterday I'm standing at the hotel in the lobby right next to, I go, that's Kenny Anderson. So I go, oh, that's him. I go, I think you saw me at Caroline's.
Oh, my God. You had to turn it around
right?
to you.
That's the Rich Voss way.
That's great.
Okay. And he's looking at me. What?
Huh?
I go, didn't you play for the Nets? Right? He goes, no, that's not me. And then I look over and somebody else walks up. It was Darryl Strawberry.
Oh, no. You just mistook him for some other Negro.
Not even the right sport.
You all look alike to me.
You must be good at sports.
Yeah. You're black. I figured you played basketball.
Didn't you recognize the nostrils? Jeez.
Wow.
Biggest nostrils ever, Darryl Strawberry.
Well, so then in my head I'm thinking, well, this guy, you know, I wonder if he's in recovery. And I said to him, well, I don't watch sports since I quit gambling. And I wanted him to say, well, I quit drinking. And I was going to say, well, I just got 21 years. But that didn't go any further. And then the lady from behind the counter brought my underarm deodorant that I went down for. And he just looked at me and walked away.
You do understand, like, you know, you knew he was in sports and stuff, but it's Darryl Strawberry. It's not like even people that don't really know a lot about sports know Darryl Strawberry.
Look,
I mean,
I know that was.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those embarrassing moments that you seem to have a lot of.
You know,
Do you know me? Did you see me at Caroline?
And the guy's probably thinking, what, was Caroline some bitch I did coke with?
Yeah.
Like, they don't. That's what you had in common. You actually had stuff in common with Darryl Strawberry. You could have talked about coke benders with him and actually, like, bonded with the guy.
I know.
That's the only thing he wants to talk about.
Your nose is built for cocaine.
You didn't make that leap to smoking it?
Yeah, what's your problem?
What's wrong
Why
with
would you if you have nostrils like that?
Yeah.
You're all set.
Yeah, but that's why he has
Hoover up 8 balls at a clip.
That's why his hat was so expensive. You're right. It was just
to coat the inside of his nostrils.
They would always pass him the mirror last.
Yeah, fuck, Darryl's here. Shit. How much do we have left?
Send him out for more.
He's got to be clean by now. He looked good. He was walking around with a Louis Vuitton bag like mine. And
yeah, but you're not a professional
man
athlete.
on his arm, on the other arm.
What do you mean? I'm just saying he didn't look like he was still out there. He looked.
What do you think of his bag?
Who's?
Rich Voss's bag.
His
man bag.
Louis Vuitton.
I bought it for him.
Yeah.
You really? Wow.
Okay, here's the thing.
I just don't see it.
Do you see it?
You know,
it's beautiful.
Well, the new version.
Okay, but here's what happened is that I bought. For Christmas, I got him a computer bag, a Louis Vuitton made for computer bag, and it was too small for his computer. So we went back and tried to find a new one, and the one that would fit his computer and stuff. So they didn't really have anymore, so he got a racquetball bag.
Yeah, which was much too big. So I assumed the third one was just right. And he laid down and went to sleep. Three little Goldilocks and the Three Bears story with your Louis Vuitton fucking bag. This one's just right.
Yeah, he went back the night, after he got back from O&A.
Oh, I know. He was crucified for coming in with that fucking thing.
They made fun of my bag. I was like, what? Kind of fag goes and takes a bag to show his buddies anyway.
He was excited to show us.
He really was.
Yeah, and it was probably devastating to him that you guys...
Oh, it was.
If I would have came back and said they made fun of my old bag, you would have thought I was talking about you.
Why you?
I showed you.
All day long, folks. But it's like live with Rich Voss.
Huddla.
I was so proud of it when I walked in.
That would work if your wife wasn't as old as your daughter.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus, you could go so many ways to abuse your girlfriend or wife.
Absolutely, Burns and Allen. Old woman joke. Yeah, the old bag. Well, here she is. Now let me pull a prop out of a steamer trunk. What the fuck are you doing?
Take my wife, please.
Take my wife, please. But I gotta tell you, folks. Do you?
Right on. All right.
Oh, poor Bonnie.
All right, we got some stuff
walking around with a miniature driveling idiot inside of you.
No, just wait though that the baby has to start correcting Rich.
Yeah, that shouldn't take long.
It's a cloak.
Cloak, Daddy.
What did I say to the doctor? He goes...
we're getting the ultrasound, and I said, is it a boy or a girl? And he said, well, we can't tell the sex of it yet. And Rich goes, can you tell if it's black?
Yeah.
And the doctor's like this serious Jewish guy, he's...
doesn't understand jokes like that.
Rich doesn't care. He doesn't read that sort of thing, and he just keeps hammering stuff until they finally come around.
Part of this is based on reality. You got a little paranoia to you.
Well, there was
when it comes to your wife.
There was all I think about is the neighbor that knew what the tiles looked like in the kitchen.
How does that happen?
And that has boggled me. Every other thing I had an answer for it, and was saying, Rich, you're out of your mind paranoid.
Yeah.
That one thing is stuck in my mind, like, how did the fucking neighbor know the tile
Okay,
floor?
but he's still out of his mind with that neighbor. We were at the gym. He's like, he's at the gym. I knew you were staring at him. So to get him back, I go, see you later to the guy, and I said it to the wrong guy.
Yeah, it wasn't even him. But in the long run, he won't be the wrong guy.
The whore of the gym, just waving to guys, all pregnant.
Bunny's a slut.
Pregnant.
I told you, she got to the V's.
If there was a headliner with a Z. What have we done?
I can't wait for you to be a father again for the third time
of a baby.
Are the daughters? Are your daughters still drinking and banging?
Like banging?
That's what you told us last time.
I didn't say that last time. I said, what disturbing stuff do I say at the dinner table?
He's wrong.
She's doing good.
They discovered drinking though, huh? That's got to scare you a little
the
bit.
older one, a little. She goes to party.
How old are your daughters?
The little one does pot.
Really? No, 14 and 16. 16 and 14. 16. But no, she's going to her prom. She goes, can I stay overnight down the shore? No. I said maybe the senior prom, not, a junior going with a senior to a prom. You don't stay down the shore overnight.
Do you know your 16-year-old?
Yes.
In 3 years can pretty much start dating old radio guys.
What? Oh, God. How gross.
Oh, God. It would be horrible.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Oh. Hey, how you doing, Rich? You want to come on the show? Yeah. Hey, Dad.
Well, her teachers already go up to her and say, oh, I heard your dad said this about you on the radio and stuff.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, gotta watch them.
Yeah.
Gotta watch those teachers.
All right, we move into some good stuff
Richard's
here.
daughters are cute, though. I've seen
They're
pictures
very
of them.
attractive.
They're really hot.
They got.
Well,
Jesus, what's wrong with
I was
you?
trying to be nice, but saying they're cute girls. Opie's ready to go to the library and download pictures of them. Could you print these out, please?
They don't like knives on their bodies.
Do they have fake IDs, though?
No.
For our show.
Huh?
Never stopped us before.
Never stopped.
You should bring him on sometime.
Yeah, make sure Ralphie May's here to clear the air.
Why? What is that?
It's an old gag.
Ralphie may have saved our show.
We might have been in trouble.
Yeah,
with some underage girls.
Only back on the radio for less than 3 months, and we almost
we decided
dopes.
We decided it was good to get it back into radio and get a frozen Jaeger machine and start drinking. And have girls come into the studio to do things and really not check their IDs, and something might have, one just didn't have an ID, but we, assumed she
Let's
was
just put it
old
this way. One of the girls was so hammered, she tried to leave the studio. I know this is a visual, but she walked where you are, Rich, behind Anthony, and was trying to find a door.
Trying to find a door back there in the wall.
Oh, my God.
On the 5th floor.
Oh, my God.
Trying to walk through the wall.
She's like,
so instead of trying to help, everyone was like, I could fuck that now.
Oh,
that's how it turned out.
She thought she was in the laughing set.
Yeah, she's going to open the door. And Jimmy's cock is going to be in.
She just wandered around. I mean, if you were here to see the studio, there's nothing that says there's a door over there whatsoever.
No.
Anyway.
What was Ralphie May's part in all this?
He ate them.
He ate all the evidence.
Well, after he, had a thumb up one of the. Anyway.
After he was treating one of the girls like a bowling ball. Well, one of the girls apparently must have eaten something bad.
Yeah, bad sushi.
She had what appeared to be food poisoning and was vomiting.
And she might have been naked at the time. And
yeah.
And it may have been outside the studio.
Outside the studio on the sidewalk.
Into the building.
She could have been naked vomiting.
We don't know for sure.
Which even in New York City, where no one's surprised at anything, might bring the police.
And sirens.
And sirens and an ambulance. And when the ambulance driver, they love being called that. When the EMT, EMS,
it was the
what do they want to be called? The cops.
It was actually the cop that we had to impress.
Perhaps smelled more than just the bad food that she had that gave her poison. Maybe the cordial she had drank with her lunch or breakfast, because I believe it was 6 in the morning. He became suspicious as to what she might have been doing.
What was his name? Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yes.
And Jimmy was nowhere to be seen, because I believe he was hiding the other girl in one of the back offices.
He had her in protective custody in an office.
Because we didn't want the situation to get out of hand. And then there may have been something to do with a freight elevator to smuggle people out.
And one of the officers happened to be a fan of Ralphie May.
Oh.
So Ralphie was able to talk to this gentleman and keep things all nice and nice.
But did the officer, if it did happen here, would he have known who you guys were? And he would have probably been
everyone was ready for arrest.
Oh.
It was pretty much...
But we don't know.
Everyone would have gone to jail if anything like that would have happened. Yeah, but we never would let anything like that.
This is just things that may have happened.
So how long does Ralphie's past last?
He was just in last week.
I know. We were supposed to go to dinner with him last week.
That is a lifelong past.
There should be a plaque in here.
Yeah.
And
he is a good guy.
We were barely back on the radio, and we're like, "What are we doing? We just sat out over 2 years.
Yeah, we actually got
being dumb.
We got such a scare over that one that we all sat down and kind of went, look. We really got to watch ourselves, because we all have the potential to just blowing this up again.
The girls out of control using the Jägermeister machine, I think.
They took the Jaeger machine out.
And they took the wiffle ball bat.
And the one girl may have been hammering the wiffle ball bat into the other girl.
Yeah. To a point where it's like, oh my God, what is going to happen here?
Where who knows what kind of cervix damage there might have been done.
That's why the wiffle ball bat up there is in a glass case. We retired it. It's retired.
It's nothing but a memory now.
That's
wow.
It's like it's like the Babe's bat, you know.
Sounds like
Lou Gehrig's bat. You don't play with it. You just leave it in the case. It's famous.
But the one girl, walking behind Anthony trying to find a door.
So, it is funny because when we were...
The funny part about that, if you're in the studio, there's a huge window that shows you that's the way to freedom right there. Then the glass door is, all glass.
And the exit sign.
But she couldn't figure out the exit sign. Yeah. She decided it had to be over here somewhere behind the equipment.
Oh, was she gone?
When we were in Kansas, was it Kansas? I saw a drunk girl trying to get out through a mirror.
That's good. Could someone tell this chick to get out of my fucking way? I can't get through the door. To our defense on this whole thing, those girls did show up with a band, and they had been drinking before they showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
And
it actually is the truth.
No, it is.
But for how loose of a defense that is.
If they had fake ID, it's not your fault.
No, it is the truth. They were definitely well on their way.
Fake ID.
Well on their way.
Oh,
they should have brought fake pubic hair, too.
Oh, my God.
I'm teasing, of course. I think I saw some wisps.
The beauty of this show, what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Well, good for Ralphie. That's just a great 1 in a million shot. 2 in a million.
Thank God. Thank God we found a Ralphie May fan. That was a cop.
I saw you.
I think it's easier.
I guess the cop was wearing FUBU.
I think it's easier to win the lottery.
No, he's funny, man. He's funny.
He can take a little abuse, relax.
Yeah, that's
a little ribbing.
He wouldn't be on our show if
he could take a ribbing. The one that tips over the Flintstones car. That's you. Fat joke. Sorry, Ralphie.
His wife. Oh,
hey, you want to hear something fun?
What's that? Yeah,
this is fun.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, say it now.
We don't like sparkling niggles.
There's too many sparkling wiggles at the party.
It's so many sparkling niggles at the party.
Say, no sparkling wiggles here.
No sparkling niggles here.
Say, get a job, sparkling wiggle.
Here's no sparkling niggles.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
Oh, kids say the darndest thing. I bet you can't wait to have that baby. What is a sparkling wiggle?
I don't know. Maybe Steve could tell us, or Than.
I know there's shiftless things that don't have jobs and rob you.
This video's
What is a sparkling wiggle?
one with a gold tooth in his mouth.
And the sick parents, they know exactly what it sounds like.
Wow.
And they're just like egging the kid on.
Of course.
Who knows what is
that a toy? Is it a cartoon character?
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles. Okay.
Is there
the Wiggles?
Is there one called
Sparkling?
Sparkling? What?
Oh,
the gay one.
Birthday boy.
What?
What is a sparkling wiggle? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear queer. Happy birthday to you. How old are you?
And that was live. 33.
God, I can't believe you're older than me.
I remember 33.
Fondly.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Who was president?
Ago.
Carter?
Yeah. Out of here.
What's a sparkling wiggle?
I thought it was a reference to that Wiggles show.
The Wiggles, right?
I can only assume it's a reference to the Wiggles show, but it's also the magic combination of words that this kid's parents figured out made the other word.
Sounds a little different than sparkling wiggles. A lot of kids have trouble saying certain things.
Uh-huh.
But we don't know what a sparkling wiggle is. They just decided that's the two words that are going to make it sound like something else.
How many combinations did they have to go through?
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Want to hear that again?
Stop it. I want to hear that 800 more times.
All right, let's say hi to David.
Fantastic.
In Birmingham. David. All right, thanks.
David's hung up
Wonderful.
on us.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, say it now.
We don't like sparkling niggles.
There's too many sparkling wiggles at the party.
It's so many funky niggas at the party.
Say, no sparkling wiggles here.
No funky niggas here.
Say, get a job, Sparkling Wiggle.
There's no funky niggas.
This is not right.
I like how the mom is like, okay.
Oh, God, is that so wrong?
Shows no maternal instinct whatsoever.
No. Look at Bonnie getting all upset that there's no maternal instinct. That is, I am outraged as a woman that will be a mother soon.
No, because we saw a show where if you talk to your baby in the womb, like it'll come out and it'll start talking within a week or two. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we said, let's give it one word. We'll just say it over and over.
Like
that
a parrot.
Yeah, and that was one of the words that we...
Oh, that's the word you chose.
We want to make sure it can't,
Right. God,
so
sparkling
funny.
wiggles. That last one is really blatant, man.
By the way, this is why you have XM satellite radio.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, say it now.
We don't hate funky niggas.
Too many sparkling wiggles at the party.
It's so many funky niggas at the party.
Say, no sparkling wiggles here.
No funky niggas here.
Say, get a job, Sparkling Wiggle.
There's no funky niggas.
You know what?
Like the mom's the harshest.
I know. How did they find out?
Say you will never go out with a sparkling wiggle.
Yeah, please tell me you'll never bring home a sparkling wiggle.
Say, lock the door. Sparkling wiggles crossing the street.
What? How did they find that out? You think the kid came up and said that, and they went like, "What?
What are you trying
What
to
are you
say?"
saying?"
And they figured
and
it out.
how did they figure it out?
Yeah,
And then they went, get the camera.
Yeah, get the camera. Let's do this.
down south they think they have a prodigy.
Yeah, they love the kid down there.
This is one of these things that just gets funnier the more you hear it.
I didn't mess up prodigy.
Ronnie in PA.
Wow.
Ronnie.
I'm laughing my ass off, guys. I'm going home to get rid of all my sparkling wiggles in the town.
Sparkling wiggles.
I think there's a video of this, right?
Yeah.
Is there? Oh,
I think the video's
okay.
up.
Pop that up and let me take a look.
Yeah, we gotta see
That's adorable. Cute little racist.
I hope she's Asian.
Someone saying it sounds just like Bob Saget, the father. The dad sounds like Bob Saget.
And actually, I wouldn't put it past. Oh, look at the kid's adorable. Wow.
Oh, look at her.
She's really screaming.
Oh, my God.
She's going to sing with her twin sister
Yeah,
soon.
that's right.
Yeah.
Where did we find this? College Humor?
Yep.
It's on College Humor. I'm sure Steve... did Steve link it on opieandanthony.com? Yes. Okay, very good.
Oh, look at it. These are good parents. They'll put the kid on, but they won't put their faces.
No, don't put your face
They'll
on.
blast their little kid.
So now the kid can be, seen all over the place. Hey, you're that effing...
I guess that kid's never going to run for office.
No.
Yeah, that'll be brought up. What's her name? Hillary?
She's against the sparkling wiggles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. She jumps out of her seat. She can't wait to say it.
She can't. She loves
She
saying
doesn't.
it.
With their little spoon.
It's the first time her parents have ever really paid attention to her.
Say the sparkling wiggles leaving the room. Make him clap so we know he's not stealing anything.
She sounds exactly like me driving home, only in a higher voice.
You have a higher voice?
Yes,
but here's
I'm screaming.
Here's the liberal aspect. I had an argument with a comic the other night, a black comic, and he goes, that's racist comedy.
Yeah.
I go, that's not racist. See, right now, this is...
At least it's comedy.
He's a militant.
I didn't think it was comedy.
Todd Lynn, the guy that got kicked off...
Todd Lynn did our fucking show.
Are you serious? So he goes. So I'm having an argument.
Todd with the
we do
our show.
We do racial comedy.
Yeah, but it's not. See right there. You're not being a racist. We're pointing out what racist. It's actually.
What's his fucking problem? He did our show. He had a chance to say.
So what did he say after that? Like, was it actually racist, or did he say that we?
He said you don't hire blacks.
No, no, everything's racism with this guy, and we have an argument. And I said, I don't know, however it came up. He goes, you're staying in town so you can do the racist radio. I go, are you out of your mind? What do you mean racist? I go, it's comedy, and as a comic, first of all, where do you draw the line, and how do you say freedom of speech? What are you going to say? And then I broke it down to, but it wasn't racist when you did that tsunami song.
Tsunami.
Let's not turn this into me.
Holding you. When Rich Voss is arguing our point, I'll just say it. Yes, we are racist. I mean, at this point, if Rich is arguing the point.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Tusami.
Tell that fucking sparkling wiggle. We've had enough of him. We're not racist. Wow.
No, but it's just the liberal and the mindset of people that right now, if they heard that, they go, listen to those racists.
But he had a chance to say all that. He was sitting right where you're sitting.
Tusami, what did he say?
Tusami.
Tusami.
You guys, he just said,
I'll have a Tusami on rye.
I was getting excited because I was getting mad because, you know,
Yeah.
You're
When he
embarrassing,
gets mad,
Bonnie.
he says tease.
Could you, yeah.
I know she gets a little embarrassed.
What's that?
She actually went to hold you. Her motherly instinct kicked in, and she wanted to hold you.
It's going to be okay. We'll get through this.
I wanted to grab him before anyone knew that he was saying it wrong.
In Bonnie's brain is no.
It's going to be so embarrassing.
Everything is in slow motion for you.
When on that kid, when that young child, the day he blows out those 4 candles on the 4th birthday cake, he officially becomes smarter than Daddy. It's going to be the most embarrassing moment.
When we were in the restaurant in Soho, and I almost said about to the guy.
Oh, we're in this restaurant. This is awful. So
of course it is.
It's what was it called? The restaurant?
Like the Blue Ribbon's really good.
The Blue Fin, I think, or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's this great restaurant. It's open really late, and we go there a lot of times after shows and stuff. And but to get there, there's always rats on the street, you know.
Down the middle, you know.
Whatever. So we're walking in. And Rich is always like, oh, look, there's a rat or whatever. And so we go into the restaurant, and the guy knows Rich, and he seats us, and, you know, it's whatever. And Rich says something about, how is this the only restaurant you have? And the guy starts... And the tables are all really close together. And the guy's like bragging about how they have this restaurant, they have another one here, and they just opened one somewhere else, and da-da-da. And Rich goes, let me ask you a question. And I know, I know what's coming. I know he's going to go, you got a problem with the rats? And I did one of those.
Yeah.
No. It was like, because you know that you were going to say that, and then everyone could have heard, and everyone would have stopped eating.
You just
and
heard
over.
a bunch of forks hitting the plate.
Yes.
Clang.
And then the guy would have his big smile and his we have all these
let
wonderful...
me tell you about our restaurants.
No problem with the rats.
No.
Do you have a problem with the rats?
Jesus. Tim in Fargo, what's up? You're next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Fargo.
Morning, guys. I got a daughter that she couldn't say apple. And I tell you, the funniest thing is when she asked Grandpa one day if she could have an asshole.
Asshole?
An asshole.
Yeah.
Would that be the funniest thing in Fargo or the funniest thing everywhere?
Down by the lake.
Hey, your screener, he must be an idiot. He doesn't know where Fargo is.
We don't really need to know where Fargo is.
Yeah. George Washington slept there.
Your claim to fame, the movie. Oh, Sam says he does know.
Of course Sam knows.
Fargo.
It's a place he's not on.
Anthony's
not welcome.
Anthony's dressed for Fargo right now.
Yeah, I know.
White.
Exactly. Freezing.
Very white area.
It's actually not that bad in here, is it? It's not that cold, right?
I'm sweating.
Now I've had my jacket on so long that if I take it off, I'll be cold. No, I took it off over at the other studio.
Yeah. Hey, you want to get kids cursing today? We were supposed to do that bit.
Kids cursing? I'd love to hear it.
Now that we don't really have any bosses anymore, we can do whatever the hell we want. Cocks in the box. That's coming back to the show.
Cocks in the box.
All this stuff.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, say it now.
We don't hate fucking niggles.
Okay, put your sparkling wiggles at the party.
It's so many fucking niggles at the party.
Say, no sparkling wiggles here.
No fucking niggles here.
Say, get a job, Sparkling Wiggle.
Get a job, fucking niggle.
All right, maybe we're racist, but damn, is that funny?
That kid is racist. That's who's racist.
I want one black dude to call in and say, look, dude, that's just funny.
That's not fucking funny.
And we will play it another 10 times today.
Oh, is that funny?
And she's
Sparkling
cute. She's
Wiggles.
a cute kid.
She's adorable. Little pigtails.
I know.
Bonnie, need a leak?
If she gains a little weight, she's going to go out with a sparkling wiggle.
We know pregnant girls that are preggers have to maybe wee a little more.
Let's go take leaks.
I don't
together.
know. Do they?
Do you like something? I don't have to
All of
leak.
us.
Do you want me to do some kind of like...
Nah.
Show them how big your bosom's got.
They're
Did they get bigger, Rich?
They're gigantic. She had him out the other night.
Oh, this was funny.
Like you go and walk them?
No, I just we're so bored on the road sometimes. So we're watching TV and I just took it out and I was like, hey, can I get you anything? Do you want to drink? It's just stupid, right? So then later I go into the bathroom and I come out of the bathroom and I'm not even paying attention or anything, and I'm looking around, and then I decide I'm going to turn the heat down because it's too hot, and I look over and Rich is on the bed with his ass in the air, totally naked, like just the grossest thing you've ever seen. And I screamed so loud. I'm surprised somebody didn't come in with a machete.
Yeah, a 3-foot sword. I heard a screaming woman.
Oh my God, it was so scary.
A scary asshole.
Well, I wasn't it was like my brain didn't know what it was seeing. It was so awful.
You can't, decipher what you got going on.
We had to hold it for so long because I was not paying attention.
That's pretty funny, man.
Our life on the road.
Oh, you wacky kids.
Cigars and Scotch on the line. Cigars and Scotch from Whack Bag. What's up?
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
My son can't pronounce sucking thumb. It comes out as something else. Okay, if you want candy, you have to say sucking thumb.
Sucking thumb.
He's training them like a dog.
That's great.
Wait, one more time.
Okay, one more time you can have candy. Say sucking thumb.
Sucking thumb.
Oh, those kids say the darndest thing.
Welcome to Opie and Anthony's Kids Say the Darndest Fucking Things.
That's a smart dad. If you want candy, kid, get in the car.
Yeah, that'll teach him. Oh, that's great.
That's great. We're on to something. We wanted to do this bit a year and a half ago, but the bosses said no. But we don't have bosses anymore, so
they were running it past legal was last we heard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we run it past the phone. Yeah.
On XM?
People find No, it's not the fact that...
All right. Go.
Rich can't
Little
say
potty
shucking corn. Rich, say...
Say what?
What?
Here comes out Bonnie's a cunt.
We're making fun of you. Right in front of your eyes.
She's got some funny lines. Fuck her.
Well, obviously you did.
Ron in ID. That would be Idaho, maybe?
Yes.
All right. Ron, what's up? Really?
Hey.
Hello? Hey, guys, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm from Indiana, not Idaho.
I was going to say.
Who did ID for Indiana?
Indiana would be
IND.
Hey,
no three-letter
I'm a black
abbreviation.
guy from Indiana, and that little girl is absolutely hilarious. I had tears in my eyes.
It's hysterical.
It really is funny.
That's from the tear gas.
That guy sounds
Now, when I'm
funny.
around the other black
from the
guys,
mace.
Jesus, well, when I'm around the homies, so I got to admit that shit's racist.
Yeah, I understand.
Little racist, a lot of funny.
Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
All right, guys.
There's a formula you have to work out.
All right, we'll go to break with this little girl one more time.
One more time.
She's trying to say sparkling wiggles.
Yeah, everybody just be quiet and so we can all use it as our ringtone.
And it's up on Break.com as well. We love Break.com. YouTube could go fuck themselves in their fuckholes.
Sparkling wiggle.
Here it
Fucking
is.
YouTube.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, say it now.
We don't like fucking niggles.
Say too many sparkling wiggles at the party.
It's so many fucking niggles at the party.
Say no sparkling wiggles here.
No fucking niggles here.
They get a job, Sparkling Wiggle.
Here's no fucking niggles.
It's time for another Opie and Anthony Show Scream Along.
Shut up.
Okay, terrific. The Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. This is really cool. We got Brian from Break.com in the studio. We're huge fans of Break.com.
Appreciate it. Thank you
We're
very
pretty much cursing YouTube on a daily basis at this point because we're so frustrated by their stupid rules.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. YouTube is, they're a monster, but they're pretty corporate now.
Of course they're a monster, but yeah, you just said it all. I mean, one of our guys got his whole account deleted again for something that is questionably
Everything was like pixelated out, I guess, or there wasn't even shown.
No,
it was just the girl with knives being dragged along. You know what happens? Is someone will see it and they'll try it and they'll die and they'll sue, and that's what it is. So blame the fucking lawyers.
But YouTube,
why
they have
say
this.
Jews?
That's what I meant.
What I hate about YouTube, they have this policy: if you put up a video up there that they don't like, they should just get rid of that one video. They delete your entire account.
Yeah, well, I think they got the problem of they've got so many people on there with so many videos and so many accounts. They can't take the time to respond to one email from somebody saying, "Why did my video get removed?" So with Break, if there's something questionable, like Steve's emailed me a couple times because his videos got taken down or whatever. And
I thought you meant for a date.
Well, how do they monitor all those videos? How do they monitor all I mean, there's millions and millions coming in, right?
It has to be so many hits before it even makes a difference, right?
Well, YouTube relies pretty heavily on that like mark is inappropriate button, I think.
Yeah.
And so do we. Our site has we use our community to monitor the just submitted section as well. But pretty much when you're talking about thousands and thousands of videos on a daily basis, you can't expect to catch them all. So you have to rely on your users to mark everything.
Brian, okay, go ahead.
I just want to know how you dreamt this up. Was it you, somebody else? You go, let's do this, because it seems like a lot of entry level work as far as getting servers up and bandwidth. Like, what do you pay for?
Started off in a garage,
charges?
and it was just a guy in his garage in Chicago sitting there, and he started posting videos that his friends thought were funny, and then sort of snowballs. So, I mean, it's like every internet story. It just starts off, something hits, and then it snowballs into...
Why doesn't Steve have that story?
Boundary.
He got aboard early on.
People got lost on his site.
Because I tried to make the website as ADD as this radio show, and that's where I went wrong.
The show Lost is based actually on Steve's website.
You know what Steve's problem is? And I think he's learning. He's starting to learn from some of these sites. When you see something interesting and you click on the link, the video comes up. Instead of 8 times you have to click onto 8 different links and 8 different pages before a video comes up.
Well, that was what we did over the last couple of years. We got with guys like Brian and other people that had these massively popular websites, showed them Foundry and said, what are we doing wrong?
See,
and the list of 300 things you have to change immediately.
You want to start a website called What Not to Do When Running a Website.
.com. I've done it all. Well, one thing we were just talking about is when I first started talking to Steve about a year and a half ago, the videos he was sending me had these huge Foundry music, huge.
Thank you.
Believe me, we told him that.
And I was like, great.
We told him to calm the fuck down with that.
It makes it harder for us to post something like that.
Of course.
But now when it's like touch spinner on the top and the bottom, we have no problem. We have no problem promoting anybody. I mean, we love it when you guys talk about us, so we're going to put up anything.
Well, we got Jackie the Knife Girl we want on the front page today, right?
On the front.
What's that?
That's the one I was showing you.
Oh, yeah. I can do something like that. Yeah, that's quite fun.
I heard you say monitor. You guys are... You can put anything on yours, right? On your site.
I mean, they got their own rules, but they're not as crazy as YouTube. The Jackie the Knife Girl, that's the video YouTube said no to. That's why we... So we want you to throw it on the front page, and we're gonna just talk about Break.com all day tomorrow.
I'll put it on the front page. I can put it on the front page at 12 o'clock.
What videos are the ones that you've seen that really take off?
Well, yours took off like crazy.
Yeah.
And I didn't even expect that. I honestly...
That was ridiculous,
I know. He sent me that video, and I was like,
Talking about installing Vista to his shredder, because it wasn't working on his computer.
But so many people got pissed off with Vista.
Exactly, and it hit a nerve, and it got posted on, I'm sure, a ton of blogs.
And then the Mac and PC people that always have a battle kind of picked up on it. It got linked to a bunch of other sites. So that kind of, took off. But
by the way, at almost 2 million views on Break.
That's fantastic.
Anthony's video. And these guys also helped us out with Baby Bird, because YouTube fucked us with Baby Bird. They yanked it. We promoted, I'm not going to lie to you, we promoted, it was earlier on where before we saw the light. So we told everyone to go to YouTube to see Baby Bird. They yanked it on us.
Yeah.
And we had replays going all day, and we were driving traffic to them. And you helped us out, threw it on the front page, and that video got close to 2 million views.
Yeah, that went insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one got insane.
But the video, going back to your question, the video that I'm sure you guys have seen, and they're on XM right now, so I can say whatever I want.
Oh, yeah.
The girl that takes a shit in the hot tub.
That
video?
All right, let me ask you about that. Is so fake.
I think it's completely fake.
Thank you.
And I saw it 24 hours before anybody else saw it, because it was sent to me exclusively, and I was like, I'm not posting that because as soon as I post it, everyone's gonna be like, "This is not real. This is not real. It's so fake," which I was wrong about. Everybody posted it like the next day,
and they loved it. Yeah, it was huge.
The lighting and just the acting of everyone jumping out of the hot tubs, like, this is so fake. That one frustrated me, because everyone was buying into it.
You know what I love about these sites is when something isn't fake, and you'll always get in the comment section, dude, that is so fake.
Yeah. 30 pages worth of fake. Well, it's become like a tradition on break for people to be like, "Oh, this is so fake." Even stuff that's real, they'll be like, "Oh, that's fake. That's fake." That guy didn't really puke in his mouth. That was computer animation. That was graphics.
They said about Baby Bird a little bit. Something we're trying.
What'd you hear my daughter say? Wiggles.
Oh yeah, great video. Which that's
a biggie.
I posted that. Thinking nothing of it. I was like, that's a funny video. People think it's funny. People have senses of humor, right? It's just a little girl. Her parents are obviously into it. We got so many complaints about that video. People writing us. I'm sitting there on my BlackBerry. My BlackBerry's going nuts. People saying, "I will never come back to your site. This is offensive. This is abuse. This is all this other stuff. If you don't take this down in the next 24 hours, I won't come back to your site." That's like after 10 emails. And normally we don't even care, but we got 150, 200 people saying that. And normally you think if you get 100 emails, if you get 10 emails, it's probably 1,000 people. If you get 100 people, it might be 10,000, 100,000 people feeling that way. So we had to take it down. So.
But the kid thinks that she's saying something else.
Yeah. The mother is the most offensive thing in that whole clip.
Back it up slightly, that hot tub thing, 3 million views. 3 million views.
And that's before we had, we only for the last, 9 months have had really accurate tracking. But so I'd probably double that. Yeah.
Wow. Let's go to Ken Ball. He said you made him a star. Ken Ball, what's up?
It's Kendall, but Sam was having some trouble with that.
Okay.
Hey, just wanted to thank you, man. We had a project down here, the God Hates Fags video a couple of weeks ago, and YouTube took it down after one day, and we were able to get 1 million hits just off break.com.
Yeah, it's a funny video. But another one that started, 150 pages worth of comments. Normal video has like 2-3 pages worth of comments.
Wait, what is this video? I haven't seen that one yet. What's it called?
God Hates Fags?
Yeah, look under, go to break.com and look under Donnie Davies.
Oh, it's that song, right?
Yeah, it's a song of the video.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you legit, dude? Was that
It was two comedians, right?
Were you guys just a bunch of comedians and that was a joke, or is that like for real?
Tough way to ask the question there.
All right, you answered the question.
Okay.
You answered the question.
But there's a lot more. I mean, it's not just a joke. I mean, these guys, and I just help them out, but these guys are really serious about trying to get message out there and that sort of thing. It's really good satire.
Yeah, and what's the name of their group? The Aryan what?
All right. How do you guys make money? Is it just
mostly advertisements? But
advertisements.
I don't know if you've noticed in the last 6 months or so, we're starting to bumper the whole site for movies like we just did for Norbit, which we'd like to single-handedly take credit for their making all that money. But
Jesus, somebody has to take credit for it.
I know, right?
It looked awful. I'm sorry.
But it's becoming a lot easier because there's all these movie companies out there who are trying to reach men 18 to 35, and they're not watching TV anymore, and they're all coming to break. So.
A lot of video sites, I can't imagine the bandwidth cost. Because there's millions of friggin' videos up there, and, I know compression's great these days, but it's
Before
still
YouTube
gotta be.
Sold, they were paying a cool $1 a month.
$1 a month just on their bandwidth charge.
Wow.
I have no idea what ours is, but...
Yeah, if you're in a garage, that's one thing. When you start getting the bills in the mail, you got to start coming up with a way to make money. And then you get people going,
money.
You sold out. Yeah. You guys sold out putting ads on. I never saw an ad on this. Well, excuse me. I got bandwidth charges. Remember back in, this was like 95, 96 maybe. I got a website, and it was all HTML, and I'm just posting pictures and even video, and there was like no compression back then. I'm putting up like AVIs and stuff. It's just huge files, and I got my bill at the end of the month, and it was for like $2,500 for what normally costs like $19 a month. And it was like, and I got like this $2,500 bill, and I was like,
you only had like 3 videos and maybe 5 pictures.
What
up. There was nothing
what is
really.
This for? And I go, bandwidth. What's that?
What is
I was
that?
like, what is? I thought I just put stuff up, and it was cool that people downloaded it.
But then
I put click-throughs on.
Back then you could get away with click-throughs,
and I just got yelled at. Just got yelled at by people. I'm like, don't you get it? Penny a click.
And it added up.
Getting some righteous checks.
Absolutely, you were.
The old days.
How many people?
That's when the internet first started, Sonny.
How many people go to break every day?
About 1.5 million.
1.5 million.
On a daily basis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you put my Amazon, my DVD
Absolutely
Voss
not.
at Amazon.com?
No, definitely not.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
$50,000.
$50,000.
Yeah, exactly. Make some money.
Yeah.
Make some cash off of them.
$50,000.
Well, that's very cool. We're so into break.com.
Yeah, we love it. We hope you send us more videos. I'll post that knife one.
Yeah, do the knife one on the front page. And when we talk to twice as many people early on in the morning, we'll be all over that tomorrow.
Oh, we have. I just found out that we're doing a contest this week. Shave your head for Britney. We're paying $1,500.
Oh, we were trying to do
the
that.
top
bit.
3.
We were doing
Shave
Team
your head
Britney
videos.
Yeah, we didn't do it though.
$1,500. Anybody from Opie and Anthony want to submit a video? Go to break.com. There should be stuff all over there.
You're looking for chicks to do this, obviously.
Chicks would probably get the money.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat.
guys
$1,500.
shave their heads anyway.
Guys will just pretend they shave their heads. So just
I could shave my head and it wouldn't mean anything.
Oh,
so girls,
exactly.
We should offer the money. We tried right away to get girls to do that.
Yeah. Money helps.
The next day, money helps. We offered a dumb T-shirt that said Team Britney.
$1,500 for the top 3.
Stupid.
Shave your head videos.
I know.
On
Trust me,
break.com.
Rich. Not all of them are gems. We have duds just like you.
T-shirt.
Team Britney.
T-shirt.
Boy. Just setting the radio world on fire with that one.
Did you offer to give the hair away to Locks of Love?
Yes. The stupid Loop in Chicago did that. Did that exact bit. A girl came in and she had really long hair, went bald, and the hair is being donated.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Brian, you gonna shave soon or what?
Shave here?
You're a big internet star, and it looks like you don't even shave yet.
I don't need to shave. I don't have facial hair.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Brainiacs.
25, waiting for the big offer to come in from one of those companies.
That's gonna happen.
Oh, you see some of these guys.
No, it's going to happen.
They
With
just
break.
started out in a garage, and then all of a sudden they get bought by a big company. And hey, I got $1 billion. That's nice.
There's room for one more big deal, and I think it might go your way. All right, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
He started out in a garage, and you did in a treehouse.
Wait, someone is
Start
asking.
out in a treehouse.
Brian, why can't you view the most?
Sex started earlier than that.
Oh, sorry. I got distracted here. Brian, someone wants to know why can't you view the most viewed video of all time? Is there some?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. And
that
it's
is a
gonna
good
be,
question?
Yeah, right now.
This is Rich in St. Louis, by the way.
Right now, you can only view weekly, daily, and monthly. And I've been asking for 6 months, why can't you do all time? And it's because, like I said, we only started keeping really good track of it for the past 9 months. So in the next release, which should be in a week or two, we're going to have an all-time tab up there. So you'll be able to see that hot tub video right there.
Yeah.
And I think that's what everybody wants to see. They want to see all-time.
What is the all-time? Is it the hot tub one?
Hot tub girl taking a dump. Hot tub girl taking a dump, and then
unbelievable
hot chicks getting tased in the ass.
Yeah. Anytime a hot chick's
to Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah, that was an amazing video. That's one of those videos you wake up and you're like, this is why.
Yeah, I got to start my day with this one.
That's pretty cool. All right. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, man.
See you guys.
All right. There he goes. Him and Steve making some kind of deal, obviously.
Deals, wheeling and dealing. I'll tell you one thing. Ronnie from Ron and Fez ought to talk to him about maybe showing up Friday at their event with the mask on for Eastside Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I thought it was the body double for the big gig.
If he put a Midnight Rider mask on, you'd never tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You could see that there's going to be a lot of money in his future. Just
wow, smart.
You think?
There's a lot of money.
You're on the cutting edge.
Wrong business, man.
You think, Rich?
It's all about the internet, there, Rich.
Yeah,
all about that thing, the internet, the World Wide Web.
By the way, we have
the information superhighway, HTTP.
Here's the question that you know so much about the internet. Remember the movie War Games?
Yes.
How did they tap into the Pentagon when there was no internet back then?
There was an internet.
No, there wasn't.
It was a primitive version.
An internet is just like if you took two computers and networked them, that would be an internet.
Yeah.
It's like the internet. It's just the computers talking to each other. Is the internet.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter how many. And there was. Did you see when he took his telephone and put it in that thing?
I didn't really watch the whole movie. I just know that.
That's how he hooked up
concept.
to the internet. There were things called bulletin board services, servers. And
libraries were hooked up and stuff.
Yeah. I used to play trivia with a 300 baud speed modem.
No way.
300 baud. And my text wouldn't go through fast enough for me to actually get the question right first. People would have 900 baud modems that I envied.
That could have...
Those
Yep, that could have been a problem. All right, listen, we have
looking at that guy's cock on Rome. Just looking at it going, I'm never going to.
I was going to move on to this, but yeah, these guys love cock. Bonnie and Rich love cock. Let it be known.
No, we were talking about the guy's cock in Rome, and just because I paused.
Which one, Rich?
The slave.
There's lots of cock in Rome.
Not like the slave. He's lots of cock. When he's standing here, and this is your present. They gave him that way as a present.
What's up with that?
My computer's fucked up. So I'm trying to plug back in. Is it 1, 2, or is it...
Just a second ago, he knew so much about computers. Oh, yeah, back in the day.
I know everything.
Is it 1, 2? It's the on and off switch, stupid.
Nothing?
Oh.
It might be 3 and 4.
And it can't function if he doesn't have a computer.
It's
that's
1, 2, or it's 3 and 4.
All right, try 3 and 4.
I'll try 3 and 4.
All right.
I can't believe...
Hold your cock story for a minute. We'll get to your cock story.
They 4 screens and all that at once. That's good working right there.
Mm-hmm.
I have enough time.
There we go.
You're on?
Where a go?
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
It is. It's like the Pentagon.
So you guys like Rome?
Yes, we love Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch it?
No, I never did.
We bought it the first season. We don't.
Actually, that's a lie. I think it was the other day I was flipping channels and they had some crazy orgy scene going on, so I checked that out for a few minutes.
Yeah. I just said I like Rome, and
then it went back to just babbling about something. I moved on.
Hey, there's a lot of sex in it.
Yeah, but I said I like Rome. Anthony's the one who brought up the cock thing. I didn't say, hey, I like the cock on Rome.
Did I bring up the cock? No, Opie said there's a lot of cock on that show.
Yeah.
No, but
I didn't
earlier
bring up the cock.
Oh, yeah.
I brought up things like battle scenes were cool.
The chicks.
Yeah. Sex part.
Okay, well then.
The lesbian action. You brought up the cock.
I didn't bring up the cock.
You said that the slave guy with the big one that went above his belly button.
Yeah.
You had a freeze frame. Hit the old
pause. Right, you did say you paused on that guy's cock.
Not that you were gay.
But Anthony did bring it up first. I don't want to go against.
Did I?
But
oh boy.
You don't want to go against Anthony?
What'd I say, Bonnie?
No, but
are we gonna fight?
But look, you fucking said it first.
All right.
Leave him alone.
Aw, she's protecting
I can handle this. Remember,
she's becoming so maternal.
He does love cock, though. Sometimes when we're watching a porn and a girl is giving a blowjob, he'll go, "Isn't she lucky?"
Lucky gal.
Lucky gal.
I feel tension in the room. We might have to take them on.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll take the pregnant one.
All right. I'll take the dumb one. Wow. How is he going to get me in a hold with those tiny little hands?
You can say you took 2 at once.
Yeah. I gotcha.
All right, let's play this again. This girl's trying to say what?
Wow, we really are. Well, we know we only got about a day with this, so.
What is she trying to say again?
Wiggles.
Sparkling Wiggles.
Yeah, of course.
Sparkling Wiggles.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, say it now.
We don't like sparkling niggles.
Okay, there's too many sparkling wiggles at the party.
It's so many sparkling niggles at the party.
Say, no sparkling wiggles here.
No sparkling niggles here.
Say, get a job, Sparkling Wiggle.
Get a job, sparkling niggles.
It's the mom.
The mom goes straight for it.
Get a job, Sparkling Wiggle.
The father wanted to have a little fun, but not a lot.
Like, leave it vague.
Yeah. Right.
But she's just like, get a job.
Right.
You shiftless, 50% of you are in prison, Sparkling Wiggle. What? That doesn't really make sense.
We're trying to have a little fun here.
There was some history in that. There was some history and background to that. Something happened to her.
Yeah.
Something happened to her.
Yeah, you think?
Say, no wonder they drag Sparkling Wiggles behind trucks.
Oh, my God.
Waddle doodle.
Waddle doodle. Did it in character. Grease Van Show. Talking about the Sparkling Wiggles.
I was only joking.
Sparkling Wiggles. Yeah, that mother should be smacked.
Mother went too far.
Oh, we had a few people that wanted their kids to curse on the show, but I don't know where they went. Maybe they'll call back. In the meantime, you were talking about rats, Rich? We got a nice rat story today.
A Texas girl finds more than she wanted inside a box of cookies. Sally Martin says her 3-year-old daughter found what appears to be a rat's leg inside of a box of Chips Ahoy mini cookies. Ew! Look at it there. Oh my gosh. They both ate a cookie from that box. Can you imagine before they found the leg? I hope people aren't having breakfast right now. Now, Kraft Foods says that box of cookies will be analyzed in a lab, and that is the gross news from across the nation.
What's the big deal?
Did you
They
see
didn't bite into the rat leg, so they had a cookie from the same.
I want to know how you eat. I want to know how you eat one cookie out of it, and then find the rat leg.
Oh, I thought you meant they're so good.
They're so good. Even a rat leg, you'd be like, oh, God, these cookies are so fucking good, man. Right.
That should be their ad.
Yeah. Oh, even with rotten rat leg in here, I'll just.
Did you see the picture of it though? When they
was it big?
Yeah. It was disgusting. It was like covered in crumbs.
Crumbs, of
yeah.
course.
Somebody's looking up their calorie book. Okay.
Yeah, rat leg.
Rat legs.
I wasn't expecting this.
But every type of food has a certain amount of rat you're allowed in it when they're making it, processing.
I think that's urban legend.
Well, it is?
I don't know, but I would sound like
I heard the
something that
FDA allows certain things. A certain amount of animal feces.
I don't think they allow it.
Well, animal feces I'm okay with.
Well,
as much as
totally keep it out of the product.
I gotta go to
Snopes.com.
Damn it!
Why, you don't think they do that? I mean,
huh?
They can't test everything, with the big vats and all that crap.
Exactly.
You
big vat.
But that's funny.
Does that mean though that somebody's gonna find the rest of the rat? At some point.
That's going to be some in other cookies. And it just screws up these companies. Now, you know what? Now I'm not going to get that brand of cookie.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Every time you bite into it, you're going to... Really? You know what? Last time I was here...
That stuff doesn't bother me.
This is why I want to ask you.
If I bit into the actual rat leg, I'd have a problem.
But I get weird about it. Last time I was in here, you got coffee sent to you, 2 pounds or something.
Oh, yeah,
and I got to take one home, and you took one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you drink it?
Yeah.
I was scared. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm too worried that...
Why?
I don't know.
Our listeners wouldn't poison us. I think.
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even come close to eating anything a listener. And when a listener, if you're kind enough at a gig that we're doing at bars to want to buy me something, a drink, it's got to be a beer with the cap still on it.
They don't do it that way though.
Well,
you can't buy it
sorry.
That way.
That's why I refuse a lot of drinks, and I'm a drunk. I love drinking. But shots, that's another thing. It's got to be at the bar. You can't bring me a fucking shot.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Excuse me, John is an expert from Jersey. Yes, John.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
How you doing, guys? I used to work in a meat shop, and one of the regulations is that the FDA did allow 16 rat hairs per package of meat.
16 rat
hairs like a tuft. That's a tuft of hair.
That's a lot. That's a patch.
That's a thatch.
That's Bonnie.
That's Bonnie.
They only have 16 hairs?
16 hairs.
I don't know.
That would be a little...
Oh, wait a minute. All right, we're over here. We can talk.
Over here now.
All right, that reminded me of something. We had to try to keep it clean over there. So because she's pregnant, you're not...
What, going down on her?
Yeah.
No.
You said something during the break, and I forgot that you think it's gross now.
No, I didn't.
You did?
No.
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, you were getting coffee.
No, I didn't say that, you fucking asshole.
Oh, wow.
Bonnie was getting coffee.
No. I don't.
Oh, Bonnie's crying.
No.
Bonnie was getting coffee.
I'm carrying your baby.
Listen.
Are you talking to someone in the audience?
Shut up, I'm carrying your career.
Wow.
That was a joke. Why do you get mad at me? It's a joke. I like going down on her, but it's
so here's the but.
Is it changing?
Wrong.
Are her parts changing down there?
Not really.
No.
It looks a little more meatier, but it's not really changing, doesn't it?
Up.
It doesn't.
Waiting for the big water slide ride that the kid's going to take.
A little more
For
swollen.
the record,
like
I've always had fat labias.
Yeah?
The way I was built.
I don't know. Maybe it's just. I don't know. It kind of looks more like an airbags now.
They're setting up the scaffolding down there.
It's all getting ready to go.
Construction guys all around the area.
I-beams swinging along. Riveters. Like old school. Like when they built the Chrysler building.
A line of guys having lunch at the top of our bench.
Sitting there.
Just sitting there.
Cat calling the women.
Some guy in the corner with that hat selling papers.
Read all about it.
Bonnie is wearing a goddamn newsy hat.
Do the 40s lady.
It doesn't go with the hat. It's something.
The hat is so...
Look, I'm going to have a baby. What's the big deal about it? Women have babies all over the world. God damn it.
40s broad. The tough broad. That's the one she plays with, the tough hat.
Yeah.
They're smoking
Bonnie,
while she's pregnant.
When aren't you allowed on flights?
I don't know. I
After
think that
5-6 months?
No, I think it's actually like 7 months.
All right. So when you get to that point, you're not allowed to do the show anymore either.
Why?
Same problem.
In case I go into, but wouldn't that be good to go into labor?
If her water broke and we made an intern come in here and rub it on his face, that's what we would do.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think my water's going to break. Quick, don't hold it in. Quick, get in here. Get one of these idiots in here to get under her.
All of a sudden we're drink it with Lick-O-Mate or Kool-Aid.
All of a sudden we're passing out straws.
If someone eats the afterbirth, they get a free Opie and Anthony t-shirt.
You can't.
One lucky listener will get to chew through the umbilical cord. Razzle dazzle.
All right, listen,
let's make a promotion out of your pregnancy.
Let's go to Chris in Georgia. Chris.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey there, Chris. What you got?
I just wanted to say my friend, he used to work for a certain franchise that we all know that they allow 10% horse meat in their burgers.
See?
McDonald's.
I think that's a lie, too.
See? I told you.
No, that's true.
I think
Barbaro might be in the burger, you know?
No.
I was also going to tell Voss, I took your advice. I quit smoking, man.
Oh, really? How long has it been?
It's been ever since I called you up that night. You were on that Saturday. It's probably been about 3 weeks now.
Oh, that's the night when Bonnie and I did this successful show that Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the last caller on there.
Oh, you were the boring guy.
Oh, I'm sorry,
boring
just
guy.
kidding.
Good, congratulations. Like I'm the
boring guy.
Quit 8 months
He's
ago.
the boring guy, and why'd you leave him on for 3 hours?
Oh,
wow. Face.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't even hear the show.
It was good. We got good posts on Whackbag.
That's
good
all you need to know. Bill says there's a rat shit to chocolate ratio at Hershey's.
Yeah, there's an equation of that.
I can't believe that. It's got to be like 1 part per gazillion.
Yeah, it's in vats, not in per bar.
It's not like, like the fucking, like the inside every Hershey's Kiss is a little rat shit.
No, they figured out they can't keep the rats out of these factories.
Yeah.
So they had to allow for some of this stuff.
There's probably, like, more rat shit
I'm telling you, I read
in the air, in the dust.
You didn't find it on Snopes, right?
No. They're keeping it a mystery.
Have you guys ever had rat shit nuggets? No.
Rat shit.
You came out of the
My
gate.
cereal.
No.
It's a cereal.
God, you were killing.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. I've got to go.
She's only missed one.
That's true.
Baby.
It's true.
The baby kid.
Can a girl fail once in a while? Go.
Show how the baby how you're teaching him to put his hand out and do that
Scratch
thing.
my leg. It masturbates me.
It's like a little magic trick.
You could just sit there with your hands behind your head, relaxing.
All right, then. Come on.
The doctor, when we took her to the doctor, he's like a funny guy, and he was looking at her and he came out with a rabbit. He went, ta-da. No, that didn't happen. And that wasn't even funny.
But this did.
We should go.
No,
we should go.
We do gotta, I know we're starting to peter out. We got to catch that plane.
Oh, yeah, go.
Oh, wow. Well, Opie, thank you for having us.
Jesus.
Jesus. Holy, he's a mean person
He
sometimes.
really is nasty today.
Huh?
He's a little
I feel
surly
like you just
today.
jumped in my cake.
A little surly.
I'm a little sleepy.
Oh, look, Bunny's putting her scarf
Great.
on. She's still got her headphones on.
Well, good night, everyone.
She's emotional as it is.
I am too sensitive. Like,
Oh, yeah?
a lady was like kind of
What
being an
lady?
ass in the audience, and I got choked up.
Oh no, you got to stop doing stuff that you're going to put yourself in that position where
I just don't want anyone to heckle me during this.
See, I know, but you're a comic.
I know.
If someone yells something out,
What are you? But your hormones are kind of nuts.
All over the place, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I was laughing like crazy today.
You want to do another?
That's just the hormones.
Yeah.
You want to do another break with us or what?
We got to catch a flight.
we
We're just
But
having.
thanks.
What happened?
Thanks for trying to
Gotta
make it up.
run.
No, we're trying to what?
Make it up to it. He doesn't want us to stay.
Oh my God! It's like Rupert Pumpkin with his girl when they went to Jerry's house. No, he wants us to leave. Don't you hear him? No, now Jerry, I got the work right here, Jerry. We'll have a drink.
One of the most uncomfortable scenes in movie history.
Oh, don't you understand, Rupert? He doesn't want us to stay. No, he's kidding. Now, Jerry, understand. This is just some girl.
Because she knew she was a zero as well.
Yeah.
But she was hoping that finally she had something
to latch on to, a little story to tell.
To be excited about something in her miserable life. And she
Rupert
realized,
drags her to Jerry's house. Jerry doesn't know.
And she realized it was more of the same.
Now, Jerry, she's just a girl from the street. She doesn't know our relationship. Get out of my fucking house. He wants us to go.
That was great casting because that's how Jerry Lewis is in real life.
That's how everyone said.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, he wasn't acting. That's just, he's a prick.
He's just a dick. Oh, tell
Talks
him
like that to the paper boy.
when she met Christopher Reeves, when he was a dick to you, when you just wanted to say hi
I
to him.
saw him in a hardware store, and I just
Hardware,
wanted
was
to.
he getting bolts for the chair?
I just wanted to say hi and just to meet him, and that I thought he was a total asshole, but then I realized it wasn't Christopher Reeves; it was a vacuum.
God damn, you so tricked me. I so thought you actually met him in a hardware store. In his little wheelchair. I thought maybe it was before he got paralyzed. The young Superman, Christopher Reeve. But no, it's just a joke. At a dead cripple's expense.
I wanted you to end on a laugh.
It was funny.
She killed today.
I know. I said end on it, though. She killed. I know.
I beat her up, but she killed today.
You guys want to punch me in the stomach before I go?
Yeah, let's do a few shots.
You guys are going to be doing a Saturday Night Virus.
I think the 17th we're doing
of March, St. Patrick's
Yeah, we
Day?
might do St. Patrick's Day.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably do that. That's
some drinking, Bonnie.
You're going to get a lot of drunks.
Nice
calling.
dad. You're Irish. You got to tip a few on St. Patty's Day
Sure.
for the baby.
Who cares about fetal alcohol syndrome?
Your husband has it.
Who didn't? Back in the good old days, all the moms drank.
Yeah, and they
My
smoke.
sister's head of that charity in Canada.
Really?
Yeah, so it's
What's
like
charity called? Mothers Against what?
no, I don't know fetal alcohol.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
But one time she's very, very adamant about it. One time I said, well, she actually said this to me one time, that in all honesty, it was not a joke. It would have been funny if it was a joke, but it wasn't. She said that she thought George Bush had fetal alcohol.
Oh, God.
I said, you should put that on your website.
Yeah, you'll get some hits.
Now, does she...
From the FBI.
Does she head this up because she was a victim of this?
No, but the other
Just
thing,
pulled a charity or a cause out of
I don't
her
know
hat?
how it became, how she got sort of hooked up with this charity.
Because that isn't really one that you could do like Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Your kid
Right.
is drunk,
Right.
gets into an accident, all of a sudden that's your cause.
Right.
The fetal alcohol is like, look, I fucking drank
Yes.
and have a kid that's all fucked up.
Well,
now I want to...
There are people like that are like
called hypocrites.
ex-alcoholics, or I guess a lot of people who adopt children. They have
and then find out later
fetal
on.
alcohol.
Oh boy!
And the only way you can really tell is by measuring their face. Like,
are you shitting me?
yeah, they have a way to measure the eyes are wide apart.
Wide apart eyes?
I mean, I don't know what the whole thing is, but that's what she said George Bush.
Notice everyone's looking around the room.
Everyone's looking on.
Get the roller out.
But yeah,
we're the worst. We're looking for one guy around here.
Club Soda Kenny's mom must have drank water her entire pregnancy. If they were any closer together, he'd be Cyclops.
Yeah.
But
so why? What did you say to her that pissed her off?
oh no, so I said I was trying to, you know, she gets heated, and I was trying to be on her side about it, and I was like, yeah, I heard it's, you know, it's actually easier for a baby to get off cocaine, you know, that's actually better for the baby, cocaine, than alcohol. And she goes, are you suggesting people should do cocaine?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, it was crazy. It was very awkward.
That was a long build-up for that.
I know, I couldn't even pull it off.
She's critique every word she says. She's pregnant.
I'm trying my
You try to make jokes 5 months pregnant.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I try to make them just regular.
Yeah, he tries.
Let's go to Dave in Jersey. Dave.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
I don't like how Bonnie was treated today. How about that?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dave.
You think she was treated bad here? You should have seen her at the Kid Chris show.
Why? What happened at Kid Chris's show?
No, when they were yelling, "Show us your tits," the audience.
Oh yeah. Oh, at their event, right?
Yeah.
Their animals down there. Dave, what's up?
Hey, I got my 5-year-old daughter who's already learning Spanish. She can roll her R's better than me, so I decided that she needed to start sharing Jimmy's Fruncus with her various teachers.
Oh, do you have?
Got a little audio here for you.
All right, let's hear it. It's a little Fruncus.
A little Fruncus.
It's cute to him because he's the father.
That's all. Punching out, guys.
Aw, that's adorable.
Cute.
All right, Dave, thanks.
Kids suck.
Very awkward now.
Kids
are gross.
Ass. They are disgusting.
Your listeners don't work.
Sticky fingers. They're going to be all sticky. And you have to clean it. That's your new job. That'll be your new job.
I know.
You're going to shave your head, go nuts.
All right, let's get these.
Get a nanny.
Let's get these two lovebirds out of here.
All right, thank you very much for having us.
Go to Chicago.
I really enjoyed myself, you guys. I'm going to miss you.
Bonnie.
Oh, don't cry.
In all seriousness, congratulations.
Yes, absolutely, you too.
We're very happy for you guys. And it's
just what the world needed, another Voss in it.
It's
an heir to the Voss throne.
It's the Improv all weekend long in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I hope your child is a masculine child.
No chance of that happening.
Yeah, great. You're gonna put the baby pictures in there with your cock picture in your wallet. So when you show, hey, here's my baby. Oh, not that. It's my cock. That's what made the baby.
That's not what made the baby.
Oh, what was it, black?
She scraped her chest one night.
Oh, what is wrong with you? That's your wife.
Got some potato flakes down there.
Allow us to do that type of thing. You got to stay out of that stuff.
But you were practicing safe sex.
When it comes to humor, we don't go husband and wife. It's, it's just
anything goes.
It's a free
for
all.
It's smart and dumb.
Apparently so.
You look very young, Rich. I think now that you're not smoking, your youth is coming back or something.
That's what somebody else said.
How long has it been?
8 months.
Holy shit! I never thought you'd make it.
He's doing great.
He's doing all right, right?
2 milligrams now
of the gum. I cut down to 2 milligrams.
You're not
2 weeks ago in Vegas.
Heavy.
Huh?
You're not breathing as heavy, I notice.
No, I don't, and I don't wheeze at night. And I know there's no cigarette burns next to my bed.
Yeah. Fry yourself in bed. I love looking at some of those horrific pictures where there's just a bed, a charred body, and like a slightly burnt but completely distinguishable leg on the floor where that was like leaning over the mattress and it fell off.
I've told the story. It happened in my family, a distant relative.
Really?
It was our summer vacation somewhere way upstate.
Thanks for ruining it.
And the summer vacation was us going to like this house, and the house had like motel rooms. and it was a distant relative. My dad failed to mention that we were going there because the guy died, and they were cleaning up the estate.
Oh,
this is supposed to be our vacation, and Dad had it all planned out that we'd all have our own motel room or cabin or whatever.
Why do we all have brooms for our vacation?
What's in your wallet?
And, right, and I'm one of 7 kids, and we're all, like, literally a year apart. But for some reason, because I was 7, I was old enough to see this horrific scene, and my 6-year-old brother wasn't. So I walked into the house, and just like Anthony described, there was the only part of the room that was still intact was where the bed used to be. So the bed was the outline of the bed was still a brand new rug, and the rest of it was charred remains and plywood up on the wall.
Oh, God. Just cooked in bed.
Oh, yeah, he was smoking in bed, man.
We turned the mattress the other day, my mattress, and there's, those iron-on patches that you iron on your clothes when you have a...
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them on the bench. She goes, what's that? A couple times I
So where you fell asleep and the cigarette...
Next to my bed in my old apartment.
He gets gum in his hair.
Yeah.
That's why
hence the haircut, yeah.
My old apartment... It's easy to fall asleep with a cigarette.
Yeah, people have done it.
Yeah.
I've heard.
It's
hear the stories all the time. And those mattresses will smolder right under you. You'll just cook.
I think they make a fire.
Your fat will fucking render. You'll just you'll burn. You'll cook in your own fat juice.
This is a true story. I'll tell you. I'm from Plainfield, but there was a lady this is no lie. There's a lady in South Plainfield, New Jersey. Years ago, you know how they put that silver stuff under your face when you lay in the sun? The ladies used to have those silver reflector. She fell asleep and burnt to death out in the sun with a silver reflector.
Oh, not really? She fried her head.
And what was worse, these kids had to go on vacation to her house. No, her head fried and she died.
What a dopey way to go.
That sucks.
Fantastic.
Well, that's a good tan.
Right. You guys got a plane to catch.
All right, go ahead.
No, I see there's some anxiousness outside the studio. You got to get out of here. That's all.
That security now is a real
Still not
bitch.
into that bag, Rich.
You better leave.
This is Dooney and Burke. This is...
You got like an alligator skin bag, and then
This was the Oscar gift bag with the...
Yeah, that's nice, because it's like...
Thank you, guys.
That's real.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Bye, Bonnie.
That's nice, because it's kind of masculine. The other one is... I just can't get into that. I know it's supposed to be a guy's bag, but...
Next week, I'm going to go to Paris and going right...
Yeah, go to Gay Paris with that.
All right.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the Eiffel Tower, faggot.
Yeah. Just make believe it's a big iron cock, you fucking queer.
So long, queer.
Shit.
Farewell.
There go the Vosses. The Voss family. Wow.
They're a trip. Tom from Philly. Listened to the replay last night at 11:35. I had to decide if I should get out of my car to go into my house and watch Letterman or stay in my car and listen to a lady shit in a bag. I stayed in my car. Great show, guys. Will Bonnie shit in a bag? No. But maybe we could get another girl to shit in a bag today.
That was a classic moment from yesterday's show. A woman trucker pulled over, shit in a plastic grocery bag, and as if that wasn't enough, Opie requested she throw it against the window of the truck to prove that she shit, and it made a good thwack sound.
Can we get a little piece of that after the break? I want to hear that thought
a little
again.
piece of the sound.
Yeah.
Not the...
Okay. No,
shit
it wasn't a little piece.
No.
By the noise, it wasn't a little piece.
That was a big trucker shit she took.
All right, we're going to try to get that done after the break, and we're going to do line of the day and all that.
We're
going to do a little mopping up after these things.
Responsible parents everywhere, Opie and Anthony are now back on the regular airwaves. So take your baby off that windowsill and sit him in front of the radio.
To hear the shriek of a small child,
that would be wonderful.
Opie and Anthony Dash, bring in the funny. Bring in the funny.
All right. What a day.
A lot of fun.
I laughed so hard today. I got one of those laughing headaches.
The laugh headache.
I get a laughing headache.
I liked the bosses today. Very funny. God, did they just pick on each other?
It's I'm amazed they're still married.
And now, but with child.
With child.
I don't get it. I don't know. I I know some people have these instincts, these human instincts. They want to be a dad or a mom or something. Wow. I can't imagine. First of all, the responsibility is just something I want no part of. Me and responsibility parted ways years ago.
When was the last time you were responsible?
Last time I was responsible?
Yeah.
I can't even tell you if I ever was. I don't think I ever was, really. Like, there are things I know I have to do to not be homeless.
To survive,
That's pretty much it.
Right.
I do what I have to do to not be homeless. And this job has afforded me the ability to kind of increase my lifestyle to a pretty good point. But still, if I was just working Joe, I would just do enough just to keep a roof over my head and food in my mouth. That's pretty much it. The thought of kids, like then, and even if I didn't want to do anything, just the fact that I couldn't, like all of a sudden pick up and go to Atlantic City or Vegas or something like that.
But you got the money where you could still do that.
Yeah, but
you could be like the guy with the nanny and stuff.
But the mindset I have is completely different from that. It's not like I still have the mindset of just
you get 2 rooms,
work
kids in another room, you visit it, have the nanny do all the heavy lifting.
No, because then you gotta coochie coo it a few times. You gotta give it a little attention.
Next thing you know, your kid's speaking fluent Spanish, and like, how did that happen?
Exactly. they have one of these. What happened? What? This is my papi, Anthony. What fucking happened?
Bob's kids.
Well, you were in Vegas, and I was raising your child. Oh, well, you were in Vegas, and I was raising your child. Really, I can't take it. And just like the stickiness and dirtiness.
Yeah, you got issues when it comes to that.
I have issues. I don't know why.
But you're happy without kids. What thing?
Yep.
My sister has kids.
Yeah.
And she
what is this, an AA meeting?
Yeah. No. I'm Than and my sister has kids.
She just has I had this adorable encounter with one that I touched him and felt his face and it felt moisture, wetness.
Isn't that disgusting?
And I was like, ugh. And he goes, what I thought was no scoop. I was like, what is it? No scoop. And my sister comes over. No, nose goop.
Oh, no. Oh, God. It was snot.
I had nose goop on my hands.
No scoop.
Here you go, Ed.
Oh, yeah. Let me just wash.
All right.
Do
we have the shit hitting the window? We were hoping for a new one. This is our new bed. Girls shitting into bags.
Yes.
And then throwing the bag against a window. I think the window is the best thing.
The walk.
I think you get a better noise from a window than you do a wall.
Yeah. They're a lot flatter and not as porous.
There was a reason I interjected my little story.
Yes. Oh, it gets better?
No. Because I was stretching for Danny while he pulls the audio.
Oh.
It's like, man, he's got balls just sitting down and just getting comfortable.
Because I was going to say, when you said cute like that and then the wet cheek and stuff, I was saying, I can appreciate a cute child.
Oh, I
could look and go, that's a cute child, but I want no part of it.
I thought, we've talked about this, but someone's saying, oh, what about you and kids? Yeah. I'm gonna go down that road. Absolutely.
Better get cranking.
I know, no shit.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
You know what though? You look at Voss, and he's got to be at least 10 years older.
Voss is Voss is a good 10 years older.
So I'm not panicking as much as I used to. If he could do it,
yeah.
He's like an ex-drug addict, chain smoking.
Yeah, he's like worst case scenario guy.
Right.
So if he could do it,
then come on.
Then you don't have to worry so much.
Yeah, I like the kid thing. All right, we got the audio of the girl from yesterday.
He's talking to himself in the booth. Oh no,
I haven't got any word for guy yet.
We're still waiting for it. Oh, Danny's still cutting it up. Hence, Than's terrific story.
Didn't we have it yesterday?
Yeah.
What happens between yesterday and today that we don't have it?
We just want a shorter version of it. We're not going to get it for today.
Got a 3-minute version right
now. You have to put it on a cassette tape.
He's cutting it down.
Is the 3-minute version worth playing? Because I don't care. That's 3 less minutes we have to do.
Oh, boy.
See,
new thread.
These guys just called it in. Know what they could do?
Shit in their hats.
This is what they could do.
Buy hat. Shit in it.
This is what we could do. We made the mistake of telling everyone that, we'll do radio till noon every day.
Yeah.
The reality
you said that?
The reality is we're on the clock till 11 every day, officially. So this is, I'm going to give them one. This is free. Don't even have to pay me. Whackbag, FBA.com.
Mm-hmm.
Keep track. A plus or a minus game has begun today.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Why'd you start it today? Let's start it back when we did the Ron and Fez crossover.
Oh, with the hour? Because this is it. Seriously.
Yeah.
We are supposed to work till 11 o'clock every day.
Yep.
11. That's it. When we go past 11, we're doing it for the pure joy of it.
The joy of our job.
We really are.
Just out of sheer pleasure.
And then, you know,
entertaining you.
Every once in a while we do leave early and people are like, what the fuck? But they don't acknowledge the day after day we're going 11:15, 11:20, 11:10.
We rarely leave early.
Right.
That's very rare because usually it's at least 11 o'clock.
Right.
I mean, if it's 11 on the button, that's 11. But, you know, we rarely leave at like 10:55 or something like that.
Correct. So you could start a plus-minus thing today.
Go ahead.
And by the way,
it up.
It's going to start with a minus.
It'll start with a deficit. We understand. We are at a deficit. We hope to get the budget balanced.
No, because I got to look at houses today. I got to move out of my hellhole. Clip starts with her tying up bag. Okay, that's fine. We got it? Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, this is our new bit. It's worth playing again because we really want more girls to do this. So this trucker pulled over.
We really want more girls to do this.
Yeah, because there's something really funny about this.
I understand.
Girl takes a dump in front of her man. He's bitching and complaining. And then she gets it into a bag. She ties up the bag, and this is where the audio begins, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay, I'm tying the bag up. Did you hear it?
Yeah. Do it again.
Okay. Did you?
Come on,
throwing her shit bag against the window.
Look, we all got a good laugh. Now, is that real or not?
That's real.
All right, one more time.
Throw it against the window?
Yeah.
Okay. It's really starting to stink up the truck. Okay, here we go.
Shit.
How do you not find that funny? That's our new bit.
That is funny. And for a new bit, though, we have to get another person to do it. That sounds like one of those things that only one person would ever do. Yes, Danny? So you're looking disgusted for a moment.
No, not disgusted. It just reminded me of a story of something that happened to me when I was a kid. We were all hanging out on our usual hangout block, and one of the older kids came by in a car, and he jumped out like it was like a big emergency sort of situation, and he hops off of the back seat and he hands me a bag, but not like a grocery bag. It was one of the thicker, like a Gap style bag. And he's like, "Dude, hold this for me. I'll be right back." So he hops in his car. I think you know where this is going.
Yeah.
So they all take off. And I'm sitting there, you know, in front of a store with some friends of mine, just holding this mysterious bag and wondering if he's ever going to come back for it or not. So about 15 minutes goes by, and I decide, screw it, I want to see what's in the bag. So I untie the knot, and it was a big fat shit.
A big load.
But even funnier than that was the guy who had initially gave it to me comes back like another 15 minutes later, and he knew the jig was up.
The shit was out of the bag, yeah.
So he took it and he held it in the palm of his hand and ripped the top of the bag off, so it was just his palm, then a layer of plastic, and a big shit, and then proceeded to just smash it onto one of the storefronts that was on this block, and it probably sat on the window smushed for, I don't know, at least 6 to 8 months, and we would just watch it slowly get smaller and smaller as the seasons passed.
Oh, wow. Fucking Than just got pwned.
Oh, man.
Oh, your story just fucking bit ass compared to the Danny shit.
You were the
story.
warm-up act.
You mean the story I was using to stretch while Danny did his work?
And you know,
oh, great shit story, Danny.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we got a pretty good opportunity. I don't think anyone's filling in for Jimmy tomorrow.
Correct.
Ooh, I think everyone is on the road. The usual suspects, right? Yeah. I think we should do staff day tomorrow.
We're kicking it old school tomorrow.
Yeah, but why don't we do staff day, too? The mic's on for the staff.
Ah, so third mic will be anybody that wants to meander in.
Meander in with something.
Feels confident.
Feels confident with something.
All right, it's Confidence Day.
All right, you want to do that tomorrow? And maybe some of the guys could even prepare and maybe even bring something to the show tomorrow.
Oh, boy. Here comes Bill.
Not prepared,
I know
but-
Bill is going to be all prepared and ready to... Ooh, did you just give me a look? You know I love you, Bill. Look, he freaks out more than anybody.
I know.
You can't joke with Bill. You cannot joke with him. He will absolutely think you're serious and shoot you. That's scary.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, and he just nodded his head yes and wasn't even smiling.
I know. That's
Holy
that's
shit.
the creepy part about Bill.
You know I'm your pal, right?
No, I'm your pal.
Okay. We got 2 thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, but that was a rough thumbs up. Like,
That
yeah, fuckhead.
It was a thumbs up, but then his index finger cocked and the thumb fell down.
Right.
And he went...
I've said many times, this is the best staff we've ever had, including you, Bill. All right, so don't take any of this shit personally. You guys rock.
No, a couple
it's not even funny.
Personally.
All right, line of the day, BowDogFight.com. We got a few.
Line of the day.
BowDogFight.com. Do we have a plug for them or just mention their website? Right. Are they still sponsoring this?
Yes.
Are we just mumbling their name every...
All right, BowDogFight.com. Here's the first runner-up line of the day.
Like someone else has got theirs queued up, so they're waiting, and you smile and give them that little smile nod.
Like,
yeah, well, you're waiting too. Just waiting for my child pornography to come out. Be a minute. What are you doing, taxes? Yeah, well, it's coming up. Happy Valentine's Day.
Level 5, he drills a hole in a Dr. Seuss book.
You know, that was a great story today. We could have done a lot more on that, but we were running out of time. That guy was fucked up.
The library.
BowDogFight.com. Here's the other runner-up line of the day.
We broke into the library when we were,
Library. Of course, he called it a library.
Why are you breaking into a library?
Because we thought they were, we waited till they
He
closed.
didn't know what it was.
Bonnie.
All right. Fuckstick Jones from Canada.
Oh.
Shit in a bag. Great bit. And you retards wonder why your name wasn't mentioned in any XM Sirius merger press releases, or why guests constantly cancel on you. All right, good point.
Might have a point.
All right, BowDogFight.com. Thank you. Here is today's line of the day.
Exciting.
Here comes the line of the day, line of the day.
Wish you weren't feeling that way, but some good words start with C, like courage. You have lots of that. Comfort. You're wished a bunch. And caring. You're surrounded by it.
Don't forget coffin.
Look, I know the votes by the judges are final, and that is a hilarious line. But I'm very surprised that you're ripping up the breast cancer.
Oh, well, yeah, the audio is a little, it's a little more visual, but I thought coffin was right.
Oh, by the way, thank you,
What
Sam.
a wrong break.
Thank you. This is true, because I know you fuckers aren't going to give us a break out there in Radio Land. If you're playing the plus-minus game, officially the show ends at 10:56. Because then it's wrapped up by, like every other radio show, commercials.
Yeah.
So after we come back from the commercials and start the best of material, that's when you start the plus-minus or figure out the plus-minus.
15 seconds to bonus show.
I know. We're already 48 seconds in.
So we are.
Right now we're a plus 48 seconds.
All right.
There you go. We gave him a little extra radio for that.
Yeah, ingrates.
People are saying let my brother come in to be third mic.
He's done that before, hasn't he?
If he wants to make the trip from Long Island.
Sure.
I don't know if he's leaving his house these days. Haven't seen him in a while. But his new T-shirt's out.
Oh, which one's that?
Even though we're not officially doing a St. Patty's Day gig.
Is it a St. Patty's T-shirt?
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. It's on Brother Elmo on MySpace. I guess you could check out the new design. I don't know if it's on our websites yet. I think we're going to do St. Patty's Day at F.H. Riley's if you're up for it.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Yeah, because we want to go more casual.
Cash. I like the big party atmosphere with the fucking catastrophe show we got to do on the stage somewhere, and it's just a clusterfuck.
No, we're thinking of going to F.H. Riley's, make it casual, and I think maybe do karaoke as well, because there's going to be a lot of trucks there.
Karaoke's very fun.
So we're looking into it, but it's looking like a little get-together at F.H. Riley's on St. Patty's Day.
Cool.
That's Saturday. Okay?
We're there.
And maybe we'll have some of those shirts there to give away. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. What happened then? 2 minutes? What's the clock up to? Yeah. We want to impress him. This is the first day of it.
2 minutes.
So, wait. What? 56, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. 2.5 minutes.
Oh.
A bonus show today.
Why are we even sitting?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I had a ball today, man.
Yes.
No bitching today, which was nice. I understand.
Fun.
But we have to bitch from time to time. All right, guys. Thanks.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Successfully selling hot dogs in the desert to cities all over the country.
This hot dog is wet, and it smells like tuna fish. Oh, gross.
Line of the Day is brought to you by Bodog. If you'd like to vote on any of the weekly show polls, go to iliketolisten.com.